drifting.
Welcome to Three Sisters for round 3 of the British Drift Championship 2021. Round 2 was incredible, with local lad Stu Egg Dell taking the win and championship leader Dan Tyler solidifying his spot at the top of the standings with a second place finish. But with just 20 points separating the next 9 drivers, the championship is still wide open. Can Dan Tyler take the win again? Or will we be leaving Wigan with a new championship leader? We'll find out in just a few moments.
Yeah, Three Sisters is a great track. I love driving here, but unfortunately, past years, I haven't had much luck here. Constantly getting car trouble here.
I like this track. We've been here 2 or 3 times now, and every time we've been here, we've been on the podium, so fingers crossed we can do it again.
It's a lot technical than Driftland. The technical tracks do sort of suit me and the car, but yeah, we gelled the track today.
Hopefully I can try and win the championship this year. I think I'm about 27 points ahead at the minute, but it will definitely be close.
Dan Tyler, yeah, he stood out a lot to me now today. I've been watching him in practice. He's definitely one to watch for this weekend. He's currently leading the championship at the moment, so if we can battle him, we'll give it our best.
Oh, we're sitting in 3rd at the minute, so I'm really going to have to push hard to try and keep that spot.
Love to win the championship, yeah, but you never know what could happen tomorrow.
Driftland was incredible, as Michelle said, with Stu Egg Dell taking 1st place and jumping up the rankings into 2nd place in the championship. Mike, it's very good to have you back.
Do you know what, Mike? I'm absolutely delighted to be back here again in the British Drift Championship. And the top drivers really were standout at the beginning of the championship. We have an exciting championship starting to form up here, but some of them didn't qualify today.
Oh, that is true. So let's take a look at the championship standings so far. Dan Tyler in 1st, Stuart Egg Dell in 2nd, Tom Van Beek 2nd, and Jack Mawhinney 4th place. We've got people coming up. Stephen McConnell as well. He's only in 6th position. Craig McLeod there as well. Aegis Manelga. Loads of good drivers, but we've had some big shake-ups today.
Definitely some big shake-up. The biggest thing that happened was, well, our number 1, our championship leader, Dan Tyler, he qualified 29th, I think, was it? So, yeah, he's a bit of work cut out for him today.
Absolutely. So, Dan Tyler had a pretty big lead to start off with.
Yeah.
So, he has a lead at the minute, but he's only just in qualifying at the minute. So,
it's all you don't even know what's going to happen.
There's a massive change today, so we will see. But we have seen some of these drivers, the top drivers, even if they don't qualify in a high position, they manage to battle their way through.
They'll fight their way through,
top to the end. So we shall see. Justina Norcos, 87 points.
Crazy run that was, like absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic.
Sam Nolan all the way from Ireland. I said it this morning. Sam he's on it, man.
Yeah.
He's really on it. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in that new car.
Yeah. There we go. Last round, we had a lot of questions about how drifting works and how it's judged. So here's a quick lesson in drifting.
Drifting is a technical form of driving where drivers deliberately break action, sending their car sideways round a track. There are 2 stages in each event, single runs for qualifying and tandem runs for the finals, known as battles in a knockout format. Drivers must drive a line specified by the judges and are marked on speed, angle, line and overall impact. On the line are a number of clipping points which the drivers must go through at an angle. These are marked on the track as a white box with 3 lines. Each line is scored differently. Drivers must aim for the A line, closest to the edge of the track. During battles, drivers have a lead run and a chase run. The lead car follows the qualifying line and is marked on this, while the chase car is marked on how well they mirror the lead car and their proximity and angle.
there you go. If you're new to drifting, hopefully now understand a little bit more about what's going on today.
It's a little bit confusing for the first timers, but don't worry, you'll get there, and we'll try and help, because, you know, we think we know what we're talking about.
We'll do our best at least, anyway. So yeah, don't forget to watch that judges bar along the bottom of the line today.
It shows you what way the judges are thinking, who's impressing them, who isn't, and it's just very good for live in the moment to see what's happening. So I'm really excited to watch that.
Yeah, lots of mental things happening in qualifying today. Huge crashes. Danny Maguire,
man, he broke our heart. He did. Like, we Stu not qualifying. I know we've already said it, but like, I'm still not over that. Like, he was on it yesterday. Like, it shows you anything can happen here at the British Drift Championship.
It's just everything's all up in the air at the minute. So we are just about 5 minutes away from our first battle. So let's recap the line we're expecting the drivers to hit. So this is a new track here at Three Sisters. Well, a new first two corners. We haven't done quite this layout first. So the drivers have a long straight down to the first clip, a big flick entry in here. Now the lead car cannot run the inside curb here. They'll be marked at instant 0. And that's even during the battles. Come through into clip 2. Now they're all rear clips from here on, and they mandatory down through clip 3 and into clip 4.
Yeah, once they go through clip 4, they're allowed to slow down the car with handbrake. That's the second diesel zone, the fast. The judges want a snappy transition through 5, out onto that wide line, and then full power through 6, sticking as close to the white line as possible through 7. Once they get to 7, Mike, they're allowing them come away mid-track to make it out to 8 and across the finish line. Yeah,
so we're going to see some really good battles. Quite tight at the start, so they're going to have to position themselves correctly. But then as soon as you get through clips 6 and 7, we want to see door on door as they come all the way through that final corner. It's going to be some really exciting stuff.
Yeah, really. It's going to be slow and technical at the start, but nice and fast and smoky at the end, so I can't wait.
So let's take a look at some of the battles, standout battles that we have today.
I think I already seen mine anyways.
Yeah, I think you have seen yours. Is that Max Fleckney, Tom Van Beek?
That's 100%. It's probably
by any chance?
It's like my two favourite cars going together.
Yeah, I thought you'd be into that one. For me, Richie Gilby and Dan Tyler, two very similar cars. Similar driving styles as well, so yeah, we could see some awesome stuff there.
Yeah, Jay Wilding and Jack Holborn, they're two evenly matched drivers. They're crazy enough. The cars are performing well today, and it should be a good battle.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And you got Sam Nolan up there at the start against Arunus. Was that right? I don't think that was right. The screen changed just before I could do it. Anyway, Will Gibbs, Jolene Mcdonald. Jolene Mcdonald is a very aggressive chase driver, so that is going to be, even though she's in 26th position, she'll be chasing to start off with, and she will definitely be very aggressive. Yeah. They definitely want to watch.
Archie Harmer and Mike Jackson, you got to know what's going to happen in that one now. Yeah. I love them sort of battles.
And then we have Josh Moore and Eric Ladney.
Yeah. Two crazy battlers. And so Arik is one of them drivers that's just, this weekend is clicked. Yeah. Since first run yesterday to through qualifying, he just looks comfortable at the track. I even seen him there before the battles. He was so chilled, he was so hopefully we can see a soarer maybe on the podium.
Yeah, and we'll be back with all that action just after this.
Drifting can be the most demanding motorsport in the world. My name is June Main. The high RPMs required to keep my tires spinning and rubber burning are brutal on engine oil. That's why Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer was formulated for performance, track, and the highway. Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer keeps my power on for split-second decisions, making every shift and turn count. When it comes to my engine and engine oil, I give it every advantage with Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer.
We are Funk Motorsport, your heat management specialists. Based in the UK, we strive for perfection, developing thermal products trusted by professional race teams and drivers worldwide. Performance, protection, reliability.
a professional drifter, my results depend on numbers. And making all this add up is one product, Lucas Octane Booster. It delivers 3 times the boost and promotes a clean fuel burn that keeps my tires smoking through every turn, which even off the racetrack can be difficult not to do. Depend on Lucas Octane Booster.
Link ECU produce standalone engine management technology with a range of products that allow you to unleash the power of your engine. Acting as your car's brain, our ECUs control electronic fuel injection and ignition. A magnitude of sensor inputs and outputs ensure your engine exceeds your expectations. Built-in safety features guarantee engine protection, and data logs keep you informed on its performance. Smoke your tires and not your engine with a world-leading Link ECU.
Tarmac Sports.
And here we are into the battles for Pro 2 for today. We have Sam Nolan and Arunus Namantis just warming up their tyres.
Straight into it. 2 powerful cars, 2 good drivers, and a good battle to start us off.
Yeah, Arunus not really on his usual form today though, so...
And as you heard yourself outside our trailer there, Mike, there was a bit of a misfire in that E46.
There was indeed. Sam Nolan is absolutely on fire. Qualified first place. And they are off. Sam Nolan to lead, Arunus to chase. A nice entry there from both drivers. A little bit shallow though on clip 1. Arunus now falling behind a little bit as they come round the second corner. Sam on a lovely line. Arunus nowhere near. He's straight through most of that as Sam Nolan, a couple of corrections there, but Arunus is making a load of mistakes behind Sam Nolan.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's nerves maybe getting the better of Sam or whatever it is, but he just seemed to make a few little silly mistakes there in the middle section of the track, but Arunus did very well to get back into it. So
yeah.
Be interesting to see how our judges are going to indicate this one.
I think I'm pretty certain which way they're going to indicate this one. Quite clear.
To go to a second half of the run.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Yes, I believe Sam will have the advantage here. We don't seem to have our bar along the bottom, which usually gives us a good indication of what's going on. But we have not got that at the minute, so maybe the judges are conferring something.
Yeah.
So we will flip them around now, and Arunus will lead, and Sam Nolan to chase. Now, Sam,
if you don't have the bar, will we pretend we're the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Who are you giving the advantage to? Look, to give us the bar.
The bar's back. The bar's
didn't want
back.
us to be the bar.
So, Arunus has
a slight lead,
which is...
Sam made a big mistake in that middle section of clip 3. He missed the clip completely. Oh, nice initiation from Arunus. You see Sam tucking in behind, but a bit of separation starting to form. E46 just pulling away.
Dropping wheels from Arunus there now.
One wheel over, but he gets the middle section just nice. Sam is back in it now. Oh!
Very wide. Big mistake there from Sam.
It's very uncharacteristic from Sam. Like, he's usually an aggressive chase driver. Perfect.
It is so far, yes. It does does look like he has got the advantage as they go over the line, which is a bit odd. Got flames coming out of Sam Nolan's car down the straight.
How cool does that look?
It does look very, very cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, so a couple of mistakes there from Sam Nolan, and Arunus looking like he has the advantage.
Yeah,
coming out the end of this battle.
It literally is a battle of mistakes over 2 runs.
At this replay now as they enter. It's a pretty good entry from both drivers.
Yeah, Sam
to be honest.
tucked in there nicely behind him, and like the transition here now, we just held back a little bit.
I think he transitioned a little bit late and found himself in the wrong place, and then
big backfire out exhaust there. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, now look, he finds himself nowhere near Arunus and scrabbling to keep up. So he puts his foot down, over rotates, and I don't think he quite gets it. So let's see what the judges have to say about that battle.
They're going to leave us waiting now, Mike.
They are.
It's going to be one of them days.
I mean, the bar was very close.
Yeah, it was even enough that we could be going one more time, and I assume that's what the argument is going on.
I imagine it is. Yeah.
It's caught between one more time or. I don't even want to say it. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. But Sam Nolan, first place qualifier. Arunus, last place qualifier, and it's this tight straight away. Today has been what a shake-up. Like, it's just what's going on. Do we know?
Myself.
And Arunus takes the win from Sam Nolan.
32, knocks out number 1.
There you go. 32nd place knocks out first place. We've seen it a few times before.
I know I've said it like twice already today, but just so you know, like Three Sisters is that track.
Yeah.
If there's going to be a shake-up in the championship, it's coming through Three Sisters. So
yeah, definitely.
So lads, I probably better come to you, save you the job of asking me the question.
Yes, please do.
So we're having a couple of minor technical issues with the bar, so apologies for that, but let me just explain the result. All through briefing, all through this weekend, we told everybody very clearly that as the lead car, if you transition at clip 1 and you run the inside line of turn 1, we will murder you for it, because it absolutely kills the chase car, and that's what happened in this case. And Sam Nolan ran the inside line on his lead, and Namantis had nowhere to go. Sam then stalled up in 2 and again hindered the chase car, which was too much of a big mistake because we told them about it so many times, and as a result, even though Sam had the advantage in the second run, it wasn't enough to overturn it, and Namantis gets the win.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, what do we know? Huh?
Yeah, that's it.
We just seen an exciting bike.
So up now we have Chris Parnham to lead and Josh Malone to chase, and will we get the all clear from the track marshals? We do. Chris to lead, Josh to chase. They are off out of the gate. And he's going to
use the whole track.
He's using the whole track.
Josh though tucking in there nicely in behind him. That IS 200 little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a straight in there from Josh Malone. Chris Parnham, I don't know, he's in a pretty good line so far, making it easy for Josh. Josh not taking advantage of that. At the minute, he makes a dive now, though, as they come through clip 4, diving onto the side of Chris Parnham. Another little gap, just increasing, going to make another dive. This is where the chasing door-on-door action should start to creep in as they come across the line. Chris Parnham cutting the track, not giving Josh any room.
He closed the door on him completely.
He did, completely close, and that is not the judge line. So.
The judges said that the lead car, like, you can come to mid-track because mid-track will still give the chase car enough room if he's on the inside. But where Chris was in that position, I don't think Josh had any opportunity to get. He literally had to stay behind his bumper.
Well, that's what we can see, but
that's our opinion.
What can the judges see? We have no bar, so
where's the Mike and Mike bar? We need a Mike and Mike bar for the next run. Sounds like something you get in Aldi or something like that.
A Mike and Mike bar. It tastes horrendous.
Yes, you don't want it.
Salty. So we shall have Josh Malone to lead now. Chris Parnham to chase.
A bit
Josh
of an advantage
Malone.
to Josh in the power bar.
And track marshal just having a little look around the cars to make sure there's nothing about to fall off. Do they have contact? I don't think they have.
No, I think this is just more of a precaution thing, just to make sure.
Let's see, and our track marshal gives them the all clear, hopefully. Yes, he does.
This is it.
Josh to lead. Chris to chase. Josh with a bit of an advantage and a little bit of a gap there. And very weird entry from Chris Parnham, as he doesn't flick at all behind Josh Malone.
It was just like he held back and went,
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you do your thing, man.
Yeah,
You work away there, I'll follow you.
I'm just going to dive in behind. And yeah, as they transition through.
Very
but
nicely
there we
played.
go. Chris Parnham shut the car down. Josh Malone drives away. Very strange.
I know we're not judges, but I think we can call this
I'm
one.
pretty sure we can call this one.
Because if you don't drift the whole track,
it's a 0.
It's a 0, yeah. Unfortunately.
I wonder what's wrong with Chris Parnham's car.
I don't know, Mike, and I'd probably be deceiving before we find out.
Yep. I imagine.
Everyone else knows apart from us.
Yeah, probably. And they'll bring them round. I think we can. Oh, and he stopped on the track.
I think the marshal's just making
Do
sure
we
there's no
need
leaking.
a recovery? I imagine him being stopped on the track means we do need a recovery.
Yeah, I don't think he pulled in the sail off.
No.
If you did, that's very
Just
nice.
have a little chat,
Yeah.
just in the middle of the track. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah.
There's not another 30.
Go on.
No, 28 drivers left to go.
Quick maths. He stopped there, Mike, because that's where we're doing results today. So, like, everyone at home, we're learning today as well.
He didn't finish the track, though.
No.
He just stopped there.
Sure.
And then all right.
Save fuel and tires.
Yeah, oh, of course, yeah.
Of course.
Definitely. Well, I think this is a fairly clear cut. Josh Malone. Let's make it official. When we do, Josh Malone takes the win. Chris Parnham, unfortunately, that's the end of his day.
We will see Josh in the top 16.
We will indeed. Jay Wilding up next with that huge whack, the wild whack.
Man, everything about that car is wild.
Yeah.
Like,
Including
it's
the driver.
Including the driver. Jack Corburn as well. He is, you know, in Driftland, he gave us some amazing battles, some serious chasing. So I'm really excited to see what this battle brings.
Right. Let's see, we get track marshal to give us. Oh, he's just going to have a chat with Jay Wilding.
Even all the checker pins I thought this looks so cool, isn't it? It's like
I don't-
style points on this car. I see that'd be that heavy though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think Jeff. I don't agree with the checker plate. I'm going to disagree.
You
with
want
it
to? Again, here we go.
I don't like
checker plate.
I don't like checker plate. It's not. It's for standing on, and that's all checker plate's
It's
for.
going to be a long weekend.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck in here with me.
That's it. No, my flight isn't home till Sunday night.
So, Mr. Cook. This is what's going on. We do need a recovery.
We're like the people at home. We're wondering what's going on
Yeah.
because we can only see what's on the screen.
Yeah, the people here are like, can they not see?
Yeah,
No,
can they
no,
clearly
no.
not see there's a lorry on the track? No, we can't.
No,
we can now, obviously.
So we get that car off of the track. I mean, did he? Like, was it luck that he stopped exactly where the
skill, I'd say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon it was. It was.
You want to break it in style.
Purely timed breakdown where I break exactly where they give me the result, and then I need towing off track.
Yeah, that's the ultimate saving fuel.
Well, if it's on race fuel, it's very expensive.
Very expensive, yeah.
And those tyres are getting difficult nowadays.
Tyres
They've
are
got to
actually
get
getting harder to find nowadays. That's the issue at the moment. It's like you're trying to look at. There's like an illegal market for tyres in the paddock here now. Like, yeah,
a
top secret,
black
man.
market.
You
No
go
one's
to,
talking
you actually have to
about.
go to the dark web to get Westlands.
It's not actually that far from the truth, which is the worrying bit about it.
Yeah, I like to check there. Just saying.
No,
I like it.
No,
I'm going
you're
to argue
wrong.
with you this one.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay.
Just accept it.
Just accept it.
Just accept
Yeah.
it.
Just accept it wrong, Mike.
No,
will ya?
never. Right, Jay Weldon. And what do you think about the wheels then?
The
colour
throwing
scheme.
the paint on the
Yeah.
wheels. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that. It's very hippie.
I would say. I don't disagree with it. Let's go with it.
Oh, but then I don't like it.
It's going to be one of those
It's one of
days.
those days.
Okay, shall we get the all clear? Can we have the all clear and send the next cars? Send cars, send cars.
It's an anti-weight for the driver or something like this.
Yeah.
Jack giving us a thumbs up.
And, I mean, have the tyres gone cold? They want to do another burnout?
It could be a factor. We might have to rewarm our tyres. Oh, no.
Right,
We're
we're
just
going. We're
sending.
off.
Yeah,
we're off.
that's it.
Jay Weldon to lead. Jack Coburn to chase. And we're going to see a big entry. Oh, a little bit of a wobble entry from Jay Weldon.
Yeah. Kind of upset Jack a small bit as well. He had to hold back, and now
Yeah.
you can see him closing the gap to the lead car. Jay has recovered well. He's got it back on that perfect qualifying line, maybe breaking a small bit earlier coming into clip 4. But yeah, I think Jack knows what's going on here now, and he's just hanging back, doing what he has to do. And
Jack, so much gap now. He really should have closed that up.
Did you just see how quick Jay's car pulled the gap there?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I say. Around the last few corners, the big power cars are just going to drag away. But I mean, Jack, he wasn't there to start off with. He was a little way back through clips 5. He really needed to be right on the door because you know that Jay's going to shoot off. But then, I mean, he was sort of in the middle of the track as well. I know you're sort of allowed to be in the middle of the track, but it doesn't. If you're a little bit too far over, it's very difficult for the chase car to get in, and it takes full commitment.
Yeah, but I think they're encouraged to use the track this weekend, so that's the theory we're going to see, because everyone's been doing it all day in practice.
Look how shiny Jack Hogan's
It's like the buffet after qualifying.
It is, yeah. I mean, there's not even a speck of dust on it, and it's a very dusty place, this. Right, and they're in a big initiation, and a big straight, and then off the track for Jay. Well, he's going to have to really clamber back on the side, but he's got a fast car, so I think we're going to see a dive here into 4.
Snappy transition coming up, yeah.
A nice line for covering block.
See, Jay's just mid-track now. He's like, he's trying to close the gap, but he's doing it the wrong way, so he's cutting the track and making the track shorter for himself. And obviously, that is not the line the judges want to see him on.
It is not. But I mean, he is close enough to the lead car so that he can actually cut the track, so that is legal. But I mean, it was kind of shaky and all over the place. It wasn't really what we want to see from a chase run. But we don't have the bar, so we can't see what the judges are thinking. No. So we have to actually make our own minds up.
Yeah, our own minds. I would say a slight advantage maybe to Jack. Maybe.
Yeah.
You're going to disagree with me, because I know you want to disagree with me, though.
No, I don't. No, not today.
I want us to be friends.
Yeah. I love you. Okay. It's time to cut his engine. Cut Jay Walden's engine. Is there a bit of smoke coming from the front of it?
It is.
And the winner is no idea, because it doesn't say.
One of them. Maybe if we go to our judges might tell us actually who won that one.
Oh, it looks like Jay Wilding has won. Judges?
Definitely want to hear from the judges on that.
Yeah, please can we hear from the judges on that one?
Yeah, hi chaps. Apologies on the bar. We are having one or two technical challenges, which is why it's not displaying correctly. So bear with us while we get that sorted. But yeah, again, it was a pretty messy, scrappy run from both, to be honest. We had it pretty even after the first run. In the second run, with Jack leading, the initiation was really weak, and he was sort of mid-track towards the inside of turn 1 where we told them not to be. So he's got penalised for that, and as a result, Jay took the win.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Mike, who's up next?
We have... Why'd you do this to me?
Because you did it to me in qualifying.
You got me back already.
Yeah, okay. We have Diarmid Canavan, the tuner from Northern Ireland, up against Chrissy Naylon.
Chrissy Naylon having some car problems, very low on power.
He seemed to have pulled it out of the bag for the second run, though. It seemed to have fixed the issues.
Yeah, it did get a lot better for his second run, but is it going to be enough? Because
Diarmid's just on a flyer this weekend, though. Like, he's putting in some serious good runs. So I'm interested.
Diarmid qualified in 9th position. Did I get that right?
You did quite, yeah.
Excellent.
That's very good. Definitely better than me.
Yeah. Ha!
Ha! Who's Irish now?
And Chrissy Naylon in the chase position. Oh, we've got a bar. We've got a bar, ladies and gentlemen, so we can see what the judges are thinking. How long will it take?
We try, lads.
Yeah. Well done. Got there in the end.
So our delay now is you can see the rest of our battles are making their way out onto the grid.
Yes, so yeah, just moving some cars out onto the track.
So obviously if we sent these off the line, that would be a big crash.
That would be a catastrophe.
The insurance company wouldn't sign off for that one, definitely not.
Yeah. Especially not if it's on camera.
Yeah. Can we change the camera, please?
So we'll move those cars off of the track, and Diarmid to lead.
There we go now. Our starlight marshal, it looks like he's about to receive a signal from the tower.
You see the poised position.
Yeah.
Diarmid, a little bit warm in that car. On we go. Here we go. And we are off.
Expect fireworks from the start here.
Look at this. Big flick entry there from Dermot. Nice and wide. Chrissy Naylon just giving him a little bit of chance to manoeuvre, but
now
still in with the game.
Nice.
This is quite a nice chase from Dermot. He's very shallow on that corner, but Chrissy not taking.
Oh, what a dive from
really
Chrissy.
Dive.
I think he went a little bit too much on angle because Dermot just pulled a gap on him.
Yeah, he got lost in the smoke a little bit there, but dives straight back on the side now. Look, now just behind. He wants to be on that rear quarter a little bit closer as he come over the finish line. Chrissy Naylon looks to have an advantage there as they finish their first run.
I think nerves are getting to the drivers today, Mike.
Yeah.
It's like we're seeing just little simple mistakes where, like,
look
like how shallow they were there,
really
but where
shallow.
everyone is. But we know you want to be on the outside line there, so.
And he was so wide in qualifying as well. So Chrissy just getting lost in the smoke a couple of times as they came round the final corner, but managed to just hang on in there. So we'll turn them around now. Chrissy Naylon will lead.
So we got a grid of drift cars, then we got a grid of trailers beside it. I think we'll have the trailer battles next.
You got to park them somewhere.
Yeah, you got to park them somewhere. Best thing about drift, you don't need the whole track. So a slight advantage to Chrissy after the first half of that run. We have Chrissy to lead, Dermot to chase. Big initiation with Chrissy. Mid-track though, still right, he didn't get out that wide. Dermot kind of giving him room, but yeah, he needs to close the gap.
Much wider than Dermot was there, and Dermot on the inside of the track scrabbling to keep up with Chrissy Naylon. Now Chrissy Naylon looks like he's walking away with his Dermot. It's not as fast, and he swings around onto big angle there, just like Chrissy did. Keep the momentum.
Wheel off just last.
Now he reels him in as they come over the line, door to door.
Nice.
So yeah,
scrappy kind. That's a scrappy battle. Let's be honest.
It was. Dermot just scraping it back as they came over the line there, that proximity. But Chrissy Naylon doing a really good job in the lead line. They'll line up.
Interested to see what way the judges' bar is going. I would say to Chrissy Naylon.
I would hazard a guess to Chrissy Naylon. I'm going to agree with you for once.
For once. We should actually write down how many times we agree this weekend. So that's going to be
if we write down
very low numbers.
If we write down all the things you want me to write down,
I may get us an assistant just for writing down our things in here. Does anyone want to come to the commentary area and be our assistant? Help us out, please. Must be able to write.
Yeah.
Yes, slight advantage.
And it is official. Chrissy Naylon takes the win. And Dermot, unfortunately, is going home.
I love the way you can say his name perfect, just as he's excellent in the competition. You have Dermot down to a T, just keep it for the next round. Okay?
Yeah, I'll just remember it for the next round. And then you can't be angry.
I just ring you random days going, say it.
Now this is a battle that I was looking forward to see. Richie Gilby versus Dan Tyler. Very similar cars.
Dan Tyler knows that, like, he's a little bit of pressure now. With Stu gone, he needs a good result today to extend the lead in the championship. So
yeah, look at this. Whoa. Wow, massive entry from Richie Gilby. Dan Tyler is not giving him an inch. Nice, look at dive again from Dan Tyler. But Richie Gilby giving him all the opportunity. Dan Tyler taking that opportunity. Look at this. As they come through, is he going to make another? Richie Gilby's off the track with Dan Tyler giving him an overtake. An overtake by Dan Tyler. That must have been so close.
That was just one of them moments that he had to keep it pinned. He didn't have time to react.
Yeah, like. Exactly. Yeah, Richie Gilby.
Good driving by both guys not to come contact there.
Well, I mean, they could have been better and stayed on the track.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. That obviously would have been better, but did we get style points for that, maybe?
So, overtaking is allowed in the British Drift Championship, but only if the lead driver is massively offline, which, as you can clearly see by the dirt and everything in the air, there was nowhere near. And I think that was more of a collision avoidance than an actual overtake, but served the same purpose. And I do believe, the judges might correct me on this, I do believe, but as soon as there is an overtake, a legal overtake, it is a 0 points to Richie Gilby. I mean, he was so many wheels off. I imagine it'd be 0 anyway, but I believe it is.
He was spinning anyway, so we know it was going to be a 10-0. But
you are correct, Michael.
Thank you. Thanks, Brad.
Ooh, I was correct for once.
No, he's talking to me. Oh. Wait a minute.
I was talking to Mike.
Thanks, Brad.
Told you he was talking to me.
So thumbs up.
Dan Tyler looks happy there because he survived.
I'm still alive, guys.
Can someone empty my suit for me?
Yeah. Richie Gilby is sat on a... I imagine that bar should say that it's on a 0, so Dan Tyler should be all the way over at the minute? Is that how this...
I think so. Maybe the judges are confused.
You'd think after 3 rounds you'd know how this works, Michael?
Yeah, but surely if Richie is on a 0 and Dan is on 10 currently, then the bar should be all the way over?
No, the bar reflects both runs.
What do you know, Mike? What a dive from Richard Gilby.
Wow, look at this.
What
Richie
a transition,
no. Oh,
he just went that little too wide.
Richie Gilby is really trying to make up for earlier mistakes, just flinging a clipping point.
But that's the effect Dan Tyler has on this grid. Like, you have to give everything in your battle, and Richie Gilby, fair play to him, if he'd held that probably. Like,
yeah, look how close he is as he come over the line.
It's just unfortunate. I don't think it'll be enough to turn over the 10-0 in the first run.
I don't believe it is, no. So, I think we can probably call that one. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. I'm afraid to say it.
Yeah, if I say it, I'll be wrong.
Yeah,
it'll be like, it'll be the other way. Like, what?
What? This doesn't make sense. So, as our drivers drive back down in front of our Three Sisters crowd to get the results. How amazing does the BDC paddock look right now with all the trucks and colours and branding and all? Like, every driver has stepped up their pit area game so much. Like, it's a credit.
Yeah, very well presented.
Well presented,
Three Sisters. Three Sisters put a lot of effort into their pits as well. Yeah. And as suspected, Dan Tyler takes the win here at Three Sisters, and Richie Gilby, unfortunately, is going home.
He fought hard though. He gave it his all.
He definitely gave it his
in that
all.
chase position.
Yeah.
That was a good run.
Yeah, a few less mistakes from him, and we could have seen a very different picture there because the chase driving was remarkable. So up now we have Mark Chapman and Jack Mawhinney.
2 evenly matched cars, Mike. This should be a good...
No, Mark Chapman has got a lot more horsepower than Jack Mawhinney.
Does he?
Yeah, probably
There's
about
too many 30
500 more horsepower.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, but can he keep it under control? As Mark Chapman drops a wheel coming into clip 2, and now we see that horsepower difference now as Jack Mawhinney struggling to keep up with Mark Chapman.
All Jack can do now is just stick on his qualifying line and pray for a miracle.
Yeah. Mark Chapman might put a foot wrong, but it doesn't look like he's going to as he comes over.
Are we going back to this camera?
Only just a straighten, I would say. But yeah. Jack Mawhinney, unfortunately, not having the legs to keep up. I mean, if you're in a lower powered car, you've really got to make the statement early on in this part of the track.
It's momentum. That's how you drive an underpowered car. You need it from the start. So, but as we seen yourself, remember this morning we were talking to Jack and his father, and all they were talking about was how they're getting more power for next year. That was it. So I think they know they need to kind of get a few more ponies under the bonnet.
That is all they need. So now Mark Chapman needs to manage to keep his car going behind Jack Mawhinney.
You know yourself, it's very difficult chasing the slower car. So hopefully Mark, he's ready for it. You know, I'm assuming he will be. He'll have a spotter there. The spotter's telling him he's that little bit slower. Just hang back, but don't hang back too much, obviously.
Let's see, nice entry from Jack Mawhinney. Mark Chapman just giving a bit of room. Jack Mawhinney dropping a wheel. Exactly where Mark Chapman did, actually, on his lead run. There's still a little bit of a gap there. I imagine Mark Chapman's going to make a dive here as they come through clip 4 and transition now through clip 5. Mark Chapman's going to be looking for the side of that E46 as they come around the last corner. He is touching his rear quarter.
It's a very nice chase from Mark Chapman. He adjusted well, he knew exactly what to do, and he followed the lead car.
Well driven.
Well driven.
Look at a little bit of a replay of look at the angle Mark Chapman throws on there. Manages to hold it nicely as well. And let's see this little dirt drop here. Was it one? Was it 2 wheels?
It's hard to tell because the way the muck was spraying.
And then we'll go and line up to get the results from our judges. It looks like Mark Chapman has the advantage. And there we go. Mark Chapman takes the win. And unfortunately, that is the end of the day for Jack McWhinney.
So there's another, driver. Jack is sitting currently 4th in the championship at the moment, and excellent early in the competition. So I think by the end of the day, we're going to have a completely new championship in Pro 2.
Well, we shall see. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Come back to me at 6 o'clock.
Your battle is up.
My bad. I don't even want to talk during this.
No, you're going to have to.
I just hope they all just have fun and just enjoy themselves and don't damage the nice cars.
Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
What a dive from Tom van Beek.
Yeah,
Max Fleckley is out on a perfect lead. I came away from clip 2 actually very early there, but Tom isn't giving him an inch. Oh, what?
Wow, look at these transitions from Tom van Beek.
He transitioned before the
I know,
car there.
absolutely amazing, and a huge dive. And this is how you drive in the chase position. Max Fleckley, though, on a lovely lead line, giving Tom van Beek all the opportunity to climb up on the side, which he takes full advantage of. Look, as they come over the line.
It's a very good battle. That's a good lead and a good chase now, so it's interesting to see what the judges think of that one.
Well, let's swap them around. Well, we see the same aggression from Max Fleckley as we just saw from Tom van Beek. Those transitions in the middle.
That one, like when he transitioned
before,
awesome. Yeah, that was so cool.
That was really awesome.
It's very risky though as well.
Yeah,
like,
but it's such a, it just glides back onto the side.
It just happens.
Max Fleckley's door. It's just
that's just drifting. It just happens.
Excellent stuff to watch. Right, let's swap them around. Tom van Beek to lead, Max Fleckley to chase.
2 cars on 15-inch semi-slicks.
I know, but they're so differently powered as well. So
yeah, I know.
One has a V8 in it, and the other one has a little turbocharged 4-cylinder. They're so very evenly matched. Let's have a look. Tom van Beek. Whoa!
Max is getting brave on initiation.
Yeah, Max almost pushed off of the track by Tom van Beek as he came over in a huge initiation. Max, I think he's caught a little bit unawares by that, and has got a little bit of work to do now to catch up with Tom.
Look at the power or the speed of that MX-5.
Yeah,
for
so fast.
A low-powered car, the grip that's in it naturally is just
look
ridiculous.
at Max Fleckley now as he takes a dive onto the side of Tom van Beek. I thought he was going to dive. I thought that was going to come a lot sooner, but now Tom van Beek just driving away, absolutely disappearing over the line.
That's a fast little MX-5 it is.
Yeah, so well set up, that car.
Not only that, Tom is just very good at pedaling it. Like he's just, if you watch the way he drives it, that was the best transition ever. Look at that.
Absolutely amazing. He was exactly in the right position. Yeah, just waiting.
Come on, I'm following
just
you.
waiting for Max to get it, to like fall in line. It's like, come on, you're meant to be there.
Yeah. This is where you need to be now.
Yeah. Brilliant driving from Tom van Beek. I mean, Tom van Beek has won it for me. He's won my heart.
He's won my heart. He's won the heart of everyone here in Three Sisters.
And the bar looks like Tom van Beek does indeed have the advantage. We make it official. We do. Tom van Beek takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, Max Fleckley bows out of competition.
Yeah, just proximity, I'd say, if I was a judge. I'm sure Brad would probably tell us.
And those transitions from Tom van Beek, that was just ridiculous.
Anytime you make us go, whoa, you're definitely going to win a battle.
Unless you're going, wow, because you've come off the track. Unless
that's a huge crash.
So up now we have Stu Egg Dell versus J.J. Stevens. They're both very powerful cars. Stu Egg Dell on a flyer again today. That's a bit of a weak entry there for both cars.
Yeah.
J.J. was just copying Stu Egg Dell.
I think
nice
JJ was expecting to be a bit faster.
Just giving Stu a little bit of room to manoeuvre, but now diving in onto the side of Stu Egg Dell in the wrong part of the track now, cutting JJ off a little bit as they come round the final corner. Can JJ get on the side? Just about as they come over the line, but a bit scrappy in the last corner.
Definitely, and like Stu, when the transition from 3 to 4, he just was missed completely. He was on the inside, missed the clip completely.
He completely shut JJ off.
That's,
so that's
didn't give JJ a chance. So
that's going to reflect quite badly in his score, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We can't see the bar, so that doesn't make it official.
This doesn't make it official. This is from the Mike and Mike bar.
Yeah, the Mike and Mike bar. That's my favourite.
I'm actually going to try and find a chat about the Mike and Mike bar.
We could actually open a bar.
Could open a bar
called the Mike.
Would anyone come to our bar? Yeah, they would.
You reckon?
Just us sitting there doing commentary on people drinking.
Stu Egg Dell. JJ Stevens, looks like he's got the advantage there. Stu Egg Dell just making some mistakes in a lead position. just shutting him off.
Just
shutting
look
him down.
at that 34 on the rear end. It just looks so cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so pristine.
Yeah.
And I've seen him hit walls.
Yeah.
Hard. And it's so pristine again.
Comes back mint out.
In now, Stuart Egger is going to have to try and make an impact now as JJ Stevens on a very wide line, making it easy for Stu to jump in. But look at the smoke coming off of JJ's car now. Is Stu going to get lost in the smoke? They transition again. Stu needs to get some proximity now if he's going to make up for the mistakes earlier. Just not doing it. JJ's driving away as they come around the final. It shuts it down over before the line.
Good bit before the line, was it?
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to straighten there.
I know they said, you know, coming out of it, you can straighten up a small bit, but he straightened completely before the the end of the track.
We shall ask Brad.
Oh, Brad just jumps in now and tells us what's going on. Oh, Brad.
And we can ask one of the other judges,
Yeah,
but I think Brad's just, he really likes talking.
He does like talking.
Even more than us.
Rumour has it Brad likes the sound of his own voice. Probably more than us, yeah.
No one likes it more.
No, that's why we're sitting here. So, yeah.
So let's see what the result is from Stu Egg Dell and JJ Stevens. And they're going to be talking about it. Definitely having some deep discussion, and they want to see a replay again. Stu Egg Dell straight. Was that a straight? But I saw.
See, Stu didn't get out to clip 3 there at all to make that dive. Now, you might argue, was he close enough to do that? I mean, think so.
Yeah. I think he was close enough to the back, but just here, look at it. Just JJ's just driving away, but then shuts it down. There's a long way before the end of the track. I mean, that's a technicality. I mean, Stu was never going to catch up, so.
Very slight advantage to JJ. Oh, that's changing.
Oh, look at that.
The bar is moving. It's
dead.
alive.
It's dead. It's in the middle. What are we going to see? Are we going to see it one more time?
I think we might be going to it one more time.
One more.
What?
No. Yes, one more time.
One more time. Get in there.
Yeah.
Brad's messing with us.
Crikey.
Brad's messing with us.
That
He didn't
was-
like that comment.
Yeah,
He didn't like that comment.
Just trying to wind us up.
Why are we
Teasing
slagging
us.
them?
Teasing us. Brad.
Sorry.
Or any of the judges, in fact, could you please comment?
Okay, so it was more battle of the leads than it was the chasers. We had Stu Egg Dell after clip 4 on the inside of the circuit where we've explicitly explained you cannot be in the lead. And then when you turn it around, JJ had quite a large error at clip 8 where he threw on too much slot and then straightened kind of past 8 instead of running through it. So I thought the only thing that was right was to see it again.
Fair enough, and there we go. We have the cars. They will.
I'd assume they're going to go change tyres.
Yeah, I would think those cars are going to go change tyres, but we don't know.
Well, no, they have to go that way to go back to the pits.
Okay.
Don't jump to go in there.
All right.
You might make a show of us. People think we don't know what's going on. So next up is Justina, Norcos, and Liam. I'm going to mess this one up now.
Liam Musselwhite.
Yeah.
Liam Musselwhite.
I was like, it's too easy. It can't be that. It's definitely something else like Moozle.
Wow, nice big
That's
entry from
initiation.
Justina's Walkers. Liam Musselwhite nowhere near, but Justina's dropping a wheel now as they come around the second corner. Look how fast Justina's car is. Liam really struggling to keep up. Look how wide the line is. And Liam really struggling and spinning. I hate it when a car spins. It's like
spinning ain't winning.
Spinning ain't winning. Quite right.
Whether it's the car or your wheels.
Well, that was a fantastic run by Justina.
Justina's like... He's
And a
one to watch
valiant
there.
effort from Liam up until that point.
I think he just got lost in the smoke coming out of 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And then he had a little bit of a straight in there, and then he had to throw on a massive dive, and just unfortunately couldn't hold it.
Yeah. So we'll see them come back up to the start line, turn them around, and then we see if Justinus can hold back all those horses behind Liam Musselwhite. But his car's not slow.
No, he's fast.
So Justinus is just really fast.
He's faster. Yeah.
Where's Liam?
Oh,
Here we
there
go.
is. Yeah, I'm going to come back to this S13 without
Yeah, I'm just
Spider. I like
I'm just
it.
looking at it now, and actually, I think
Don't
I
change
might-
your mind.
I think I have.
Don't come to the dark side.
I can change my mind. I can change my mind whenever I like. Now Justina's Norcos being left for dead a little bit as Liam driving completely off of the track. And there we go, we have another overtake.
Just unfortunate now for Liam that he maybe just pushing that a little bit too hard. He knew there was a bit of an advantage.
Yeah. It's that pressure getting to Liam. That pressure. I mean, imagine having that coming roaring up behind you. There's going to be
that's
some
the other thing you
there's
don't
going to be
realise.
some stress there.
You hear it when you're being chased by one of these cars. You can hear that turbo like it's sitting on your lap.
Is it?
It's crazy.
Has he got a bonnet exit exhaust as well?
I think he does. Yeah.
So you're
he
right at the front. So you're definitely going to hear that as a lead driver. Just Justina's car. And it's a stressful situation to be in.
Yeah, you need counselling after.
Yeah.
We actually have an official BDC therapist here, just because of anti-lag.
Because of Justina's in the chase position. So,
I would assume.
Yep. Well, are they going to give us the bar?
They're going to give us confirmation. Oh, yeah.
Confirmation.
Just waiting on Liam to come back down, is it?
Yeah, Liam on the skateboard, just chilling on the track.
Don't fall.
And then we go. Justina Norcos takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. Liam Musselwhite.
Unfortunately, bows out the top 22.
Yeah, is he still on? Did he come off of the?
I'm not sure. No, I think he maybe just didn't go back down.
He decided he'd had enough.
Yeah. So next up is
Ben Parry versus Matt Smith. Two E46s.
So E46 with a spoiler or without a spoiler?
Yeah, that's the only.
You just said yeah. You just answered both of them. Like I know it's which is your favourite, Mike?
Oh, I didn't realise it was a question.
Which you going?
Oh, Ben Parry dropping wheels there. Matt Smith trying to make a dive for Ben Parry. Very wide to his corner, but Matt Smith looked like he just drove around that corner. Very little angle, if any, as they came around there. But Ben Parry lighting up the wheels. Matt Smith trying to make a dive now, but very, very straight, cutting the track in there.
Yeah. Just a scrappy chase, really. Isn't it? He's just fighting to get back into it. But
yeah, Ben Parry did make that mistake at the start, but I mean, it was only because he was wide. I think it was still chaseable. He just dropped a wheel, but off-putting. But that's about it. But Matt Smith, very shallow, trying to keep up.
Very shallow. He cut a lot of the track to get back in the close proximity, so I don't think the judges will reward him for that one. It's interesting to see now as we await our power bar to come up and see how they're thinking. Just like what they're thinking, really. Like, isn't it very good? Like, there's nowhere else you can get inside a judge's head and kind of have an idea mid-run what's going on.
It's very good. Is there a bit of smoke coming? Or is it just out of a window? Just out of a window. Just out of a window. Yeah. It's all good.
It's okay.
Don't panic. There we go. Matt Smith to lead now. Ben Parry to chase. Matt Smith going in with a shallow entry, but quite a fast entry.
Oh, dropping the wheel nearly in the same place.
Yeah.
So Matt Smith for a wide line from Matt Smith.
Very nice line. Ben Parry just smoking it out behind. Can he make a dive now as he comes through past clip 4? Matt Smith. A nice wide line from Matt Smith. This is much nicer. Ben Parry taking full advantage of this, jumping on the door. Very close as they come over the line.
That's a very good lead and a good chase now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a much more pleasant battle to watch.
Much more pleasant, yeah. When it's done right, drifting's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is. It's lovely.
It's lovely.
Isn't it just lovely?
It is. Just lovely. Oh dear. Right.
Yeah, like they literally dropped the wheel, both Lee cars.
Yeah, in exactly the same place. But we saw that on the last battle, the battle before. Yeah, Justina's.
Yeah, Liam and Justina's.
Yeah. So a lot of cars dropping the wheel in exactly the same place. We'll see. Looks like Ben Parry has the advantage of Matt Smith. I think just getting outdriven there. Outcard there, sorry. Yes, and Ben Parry takes the win. And unfortunately, Matt Smith, that is the end of his day today. Next up, we have Will Gibbs versus Jolene Mcdonald.
Kind of expecting maybe a few broken panels in this one. These are two
I don't know.
wild drivers. Will was doing some crazy things in practice yesterday.
Oh yeah,
he was.
Yeah. So has Will got an M50 turbo?
Yeah.
Yes. And Jolene's got. So they've both got stock engines in their
With
cars,
turbo.
but with turbos strapped to them. Absolutely fantastic. And look,
very
wide.
What did I tell you?
Yes,
what did I tell
body
you?
panels. Body panels. So that only happened because you said it. I blame you for that.
I blame you. Sorry, it's my fault.
Yes,
I
your
apologise, Will.
fault. Will slowed up a little bit there.
Yeah, it's going to be
Jolene had
interesting
nowhere
to see
to
the
go,
judges
so-
think because
Yeah,
he nearly came to a
I
stop.
think Will slowed up too much and Jolene had nowhere to go. So finish off that run. Swap them around.
Yeah, I'm interested now. I want to see the replay of what happened there outside of clip 2. It looks like to me that Will was maybe went in too much angle, kind of stalled it a little bit, or just slowed up from
I think
just
he
using the
maybe,
lock.
I think he chucked it on lock and then went to give it a clutch kick and it didn't quite do what he wanted it to do.
It needed another 2.
Yeah.
You're doing clutch kicks, they come in 3s. Bang, bang, bang. That's BMW life.
Jolene has disappeared. Where has she gone?
I think they're just marshals are inspecting her bumper. Yet again, we're looking at the start line, so we
Yes.
don't know what's going on. so
We can't see.
If there's a different scenario, I'm sorry, but I'm going to assume that they are taking off her front bumper.
Okay, so Jolene has called a 5-minute rule, so we're going to move on to the next battle. Obviously, she may have sustained some damage during that contact and just wants to check that out. So we will move on to our next battle now.
So who's up next, Mike?
We have Owen Atkinson versus the Drift Smurf.
The Drift Smurf. I wonder what colour his hair is now.
I imagine it's blue.
Would you?
Mike.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
He's
blue.
feeling a bit down, is he?
I don't think it's the next.
You should dye your hair blue. That would look cool.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
Them luscious locks.
Tangles.
Tangles. Yeah, so Owen is actually... He's doing well today. He's 2 very consistent runs.
Matt is going to have to do a lot of work here to keep up with Owen. So Owen's, I would say that car is faster by some measure as well. So, but we shall see.
As we wait now to start line marshal to get the signal from the tower. Here we go. So it's Owen to lead and Matt to chase. Look at the blue lights in the front as well. That's cool.
Everything's
blue. Wonder what his favourite colour is. It's a very nice initiation for both drivers. Just a little bit too much proximity. Now you see Matt trying to close it in, but small straight in there for
big strain from Owen.
Did you see the big puff out of the bonnet?
Oh, maybe some car problems from Owen Atkinson.
Just looked like the car died on him there.
Yeah,
in the transition from 2 to 3.
Or maybe he missed a gear and it was just revving up. I don't know.
Yeah, that would put a big advantage on Matt.
Yeah. Still not a massive amount of proximity from Matt Holder, but it's probably a little bit wary there. Because wasn't that transition was nowhere near correct from Owen Atkinson. So we'll see. Swap them around. We'll put Matt Holder in the lead position and Owen Atkinson in the chase. Spin them around.
Yeah, I'd love to know in these scenarios what actually happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, why? What happened? I want to know.
Don't
what
get me
happened
wrong.
now.
Owen's a nice guy, and I'm sure we'll be talking to him this afternoon.
Yeah.
But we can't tell everyone live if it's this afternoon. He's telling us. This come back. We need an assistant in here now. They could find out. Mike. We need an assistant.
So Matt Holder to lead. Wow, massive! Look how wide that entry was for Matt's Owen Atkinson, though. Not giving him too much room. Both cars dropping wheels now, very scrappy. And both straight up. Owen Atkinson straight as well, and not really making that Mandry. And Matt Holder still on the lead line. They've got nice and wide now. Owen Atkinson diving onto the rear quarter as they come over and through the last clip. But
yeah, I don't know
lots of mistakes. Lots of mistakes.
I don't know what way they're going to look at clip 2 because technically Owen dropping wheels, he was only following the lead car.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't be penalised for that if that's where the lead car goes. See, like, he didn't have anywhere to go.
No.
I'm sure Brad will come on now and tell me completely different.
Sure
In the rule book on page 45, section C.
Let's line them up and we'll see what the judges make their decision. There's a slight advantage to Owen Atkinson at the minute, but that bar can move. Oh no, it is official. Owen Atkinson takes the win, and Matt Holder, unfortunately, not his day today. We'll make our way off of the track and we'll move on to our next battle. We have Archie Harmer versus Mike Jackson.
Yeah, Archie's one of these drivers, just insane battle. He's actually nearly a pleasure to watch in battles as well. Like, he does so much aggressive chasing, so I'm really excited. But I think Mike Jackson, now, he has impressed me this weekend, so I can't wait to see what he brings.
We shall soon see if Mike Jackson makes it to the start line.
Do you know something that I don't?
Just doing a burnout.
Just doing burnout. There we go.
Mr. Colgate, just having a word with both drivers.
He helps to relax the drivers. A lot of them are telling me that. That's the whole idea, is to just chill them out, go have fun, because that's the reason we're all here.
Yeah. That's what you need to hear just before you do it. Wow, massive wide entry from Archie Harmer. Very nice line. Oh, Mike, what? Nearly getting tucked up there, but just about managing to squeeze it through. That's a nice bit of driving from Mike Jackson now as they come through into clip 4. Mike Jackson makes another dive onto the ring.
Oh, contact once or twice.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Mike Jackson, he knew he had a strong contender in front of him.
Yeah.
And Archie's probably, you know, but a lot of people not qualifying, Archie could be a favourite to stand on top step of the podium today, so Mike just threw everything after.
And threw a little bit too hard.
Yeah. That was a lovely dive though, from 3 to 4.
It
if
was.
he had held it, that would have been cool.
Yeah. If he hadn't made contact, that would have been absolutely fantastic.
Crash, great. So I don't think the contact was that big, but
it's hard for us to
It's very hard to tell. You don't see an impact through a screen. You hear an impact when you're standing in the crowd though. Everyone in the bank's like, what is he talking about?
Let's have a look as they come through here. So they make the contact.
No.
Now, yeah. That was a reasonable hit.
Yeah.
It was a reasonable hit. But, yeah, I believe that was certainly Mike Jackson's fault for being too aggressive. We don't have the bar at the minute, but I think I did see it swing that way just before it disappeared.
So, I wonder now where they're going to, Archie, is he going to call a 5-minute rule, or are we just going straight back to the line? Go again.
I imagine after contact like that you'd want to call a 5-minute rule. I would.
Yeah. Just.
Oh no, Mike's lining back up again.
So it turns out he's a better Mike than you. Yeah.
In many ways.
In many ways. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to go straight back to the second half of this battle.
Now Mike Jackson. Very large disadvantage on a 10-0.
He's talking to himself, he does, Mike Jackson. He needs to talk to the man in the mirror and just make sure that, you know, everything's going to be alright. He's going to push Archie here.
Yeah. And that was something else. That was.
Did you like that one? Did you like that one?
It appeals to a very, very certain sense of humour, that did, Mike.
Yeah, I know. Mine. That's all that matters.
Right, here we go. Mike Jackson to lead, Archie Harmer to chase as they come off the line. A big gap from Mike Jackson as he's driving away. Archie Harmer not really having an answer to his pace at the minute. He's going to make a dive now after clip 2. He makes a little bit of a dive. As they come through the middle, he's going to have to make a big dive here. Not too big, not the same as Mike, but he doesn't have to make too many mistakes. He just has to stay behind him. He already knows Mike Jackson's on a 10-0.
For such a young guy,
sit there.
Archie has like the knowledge to know, like, yeah, I just need to stay within a certain distance here now, and this is going to go my way. Drifting brain.
Quite confidently, Archie Homer has taken the win there. We will see what the judges have to say. And make it official. The front of Mike Jackson's car looks like it's pointing directly up in the air. Is that an optical illusion or is that a real thing? Look.
No, it's front bumper, yeah. It's hanging off. It's not
Oh.
actually on right. See?
Oh, I see.
Sorry. Is that an optical illusion? He's playing mind games with us.
What's he doing?
What's he doing that for?
And there we go. It's official. Archie Homer takes the win. Unfortunately, Mike Jackson just too aggressive on his chase run there.
So we're going back to the one more time. That is Stu Egger and JJ Stevens. With Stu to lead. Yeah.
Yep, this is the one more time.
So at least these guys, you know, they've already done a battle. It's been a battle of mistakes.
Yeah.
They should have learned from this point. Should is the key word in that sentence.
Yes.
But drifters always forget their brains when they get in the car, so...
Just the red mist comes down and that's it. It's just...
Yeah. Just destroys the place.
Well, let's see. Stu Egg Dell to lead. JJ Stevens to chase as they enter in the first corner.
It's entry by Stu, and he's starting to pull a bit of a gap on JJ.
Yeah, JJ making a dive now, though, as they come round the second corner. And Manji down the straight. Oh, nice dive there from JJ Stevens coming through clip 4. He's got himself tucked up. Oh, doesn't quite. Stu Egg Dell on a very nice line. JJ Stevens dropping wheels. Just on a little bit of a wide line now. Stu driving away. JJ not really having an answer. He's going to make another final ditch effort. Can't as they cross the line.
Well, I don't know what Stu did in the 5-10 minutes of a little break there between these battles, but he needs to do it again.
He gained some pace. He gained some pace.
He had a good line and he was consistent.
But look at this transition from JJ Stevens again. He transitions almost before and finds himself in exactly the right place on there.
I'm really excited about these transitions, so I hope this is a thing for the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, we've seen it a few times already. We're only in Pro 2 top 32.
That's exactly it. The Pro Boys where we watching. So as we swap them around, JJ to lead, Stu to chase.
Yeah, JJ managed to pull quite a gap on Stu last time, so let's see if he can do the same again. They leave the line. JJ Stevens putting the hammer down now, look.
Oh, stepping early though. I actually thought he was going to end up on the inside of the track there because he went so early, but Stu did well to recover, kind of get his composure, and he's back in the fight now again. Stu, big transition. Nice.
Not quite.
Not as aggressive.
Not quite, but he's ended up a lot closer to JJ than JJ did to him. So as they come around the corner, he's knocking on Stu Egg Dell's knocking on the door. JJ Stevens
dropping the wheel there.
Oh, and a big straight in. Can Stu stop?
Stu had to dial on all the angles not to hit him. But it's just actually a well done, Stu, for not wrecking the two cars.
How did he avoid that? Did JJ?
I wonder
did he shut down again because he shut down very early on his first battle, the battle
true,
before.
Actually, he straightened and kind of just from clip 8 out to the finish.
So let's have a look as they come round. It's gone. He drops a wheel. Did he DB the tyre? No, it doesn't look like he DB'd the tyre. Has he broken something though?
Drive shaft maybe? Yeah. A lot of people were complaining yesterday once they hit them curbs.
Yeah.
They were breaking shafts.
So maybe he snaps a shaft.
Not really, he's driving there now.
If he's got a world of diff, it won't make much difference.
True. Sorry, Mike. Most knowledgeable person ever. He does have a well-lit diff.
I'm not sure I'll go that far. Most knowledgeable person ever. I mean, that's quite a statement.
No. Gotta say, it came from my mouth, so that means it's legit, man.
Means it's gospel.
It's gospel, yeah. Did not know that?
And Stu Egg Dell takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Stevens.
Smile from here in Stu's car.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah,
it's
I can feel the
radiating.
energy off him. Like, well done, Stu.
We have David Jackson versus Aegis Manilka. We have Aegis Manilka in the lead position. David Jackson in the chase. A little bit of smoke coming from the back of Dave's car.
I think every time he let go, just takes off.
It's a nice entry from Aegis Manilga, and
Dave just got caught.
Just got caught napping a little bit. He's put his foot down now. A little SR20 pouring out smoke from the tyres for Aegis. He seems to be driving away. There's just so much more pace in that 300 ZX. Flying around the last game, absolutely disappeared. Dave Jackson is not really having an answer, unfortunately. To
Dave really was spectating that run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just driving the line from behind.
That's all you can do in them scenarios, though, is just stick on the qualifying line and just pray.
That is all you can do. Right, let's swap them around. David Jackson to lead next. Aegis to chase. Will Aegis get caught up behind David Jackson? I don't think so. I think Dave's still got enough pace in him for Aegis to stick on. This should be. I think this will be quite close. I think.
But I think Aegis needs to realise now there's an advantage as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I don't want him to hold off.
No.
I want him to go full for it.
I thought we were coming together there on the running.
Dave Jackson leading in. A little bit shallow there. Judges are not going to like that. Aegis diving onto the side of Dave Jackson's car. Got all the smoke coming off the back of Mike Jackson. Very wide. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? Can. And Aegis is still there with him. Is he going to make another dive? Oh, look how wide.
I think Dave's just pushing so hard. He's just dropping wheels everywhere, which actually pushed him into the shred there.
Yeah, Aegis just sort of taking a chill behind him and just driving the line and not making any of the mistakes. So
just enjoying it.
That has been an advantage to Aegis. And we'll get them round to the start line again, and we'll make this official. It's a lovely looking car there, like a PS.
Two cars, David and Ollie's car, though, they are like, they're so nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Right, let's get them lined up. And here the judges' final conclusion. It's taken a bit of a hammering, that car this weekend, hasn't it? And it's normally very, very shiny. So let's see what the judges have to say. We have no power bar. We can't see what they're thinking.
They won't tell us.
They won't tell us. They're being mean.
They're being mean. Mac, they're bullying us again.
We have a power bar.
Thanks, Mac.
See, you said it, and it appears. And we go, Aegis Manilga takes the win. And unfortunately, David Jackson is going to do a burnout.
Doing a big burnout.
Always does it.
See, there's no point going home at half-set tires, is there? No, finish them off.
Well, now we have another one more time. No, this is second half of a 5-minute rule called. So, Jolene called a 5-minute rule.
Will member stalled up.
Yes.
Kind of. We didn't see the replay. It looked like he nearly came to a stop just after clip 2. And then Jojo ended up just colliding with the side of the car. So,
and the power bar would indicate that Jolene having an advantage going into this part of the battle. So they get it all clear. Jolene to lead. Will Gibbs to chase.
So we see Jolene come down. He's going to use up 90% of the track to flick it in. Huge aggression, but Will.
Nicely
he
on
threw
the
it
track.
in, but then he held back.
Yeah.
He like see there again. He made the dive, and then he was like, "Oh no, wait! I'll just let that car settle."
Diving back off. He doesn't want to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Well, Jolene did make a mistake, but he doesn't want to come into contact.
He didn't want to
like a
repeat of the last one. See, nice consistency.
This is a lovely line by Jolene. A little bit
jump off the 350 there. Did you see that?
Yeah, a little bit wide, but still a good line. A very chaseable line, I think.
Yeah.
And Will Gibbs just not quite having the proximity I think he needed.
It was like he had the chance to get in there 2 or 3 times, but
and just backed out of it.
Yeah,
you could see
and
halfway through.
I'm sorry, but at this level of driving, you know, you can't back out for things like that.
Yeah. Let's just have a look as they come around. Look at this
big hop there.
You see the wheel just vibrating still as she drove around the track. Yeah, Will Gibbs not really having an answer to the pace or angle. So let's get them lined up. Slight advantage, Jolene. I thought she'd have more of an advantage by now on that power bar, but not quite yet. She does get the win. Jolene Mcdonald takes the win here at Three Sisters, and unfortunately, that is the end of the day for Will Gibbs.
So, lads, we were split decision on that one. So Jolene obviously had a significant advantage from the first run because Will Gibbs practically stopped at clip 2, which caused the collision. However, Joe's lead, when they finally came around to do that, was pretty scrappy, and she actually cut off Will in between 7 and 8. So she got heavily penalised for that. So for me, it was a one more time, but my two colleagues to my left and right decided to go with Mcdonald.
Very interesting.
I thought Brad said his two colleagues went to McDonald's. I was going to ask for a McFlurry.
They may as well have done.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the judge's decision.
There we have it.
And we have the next battle up now. Oliver Baker versus Axel Hildebrand. And off they go. Oliver Baker to lead. Axel to chase. Nice big flick entry from Oliver Baker.
Actually had to re-initiate there on the inside.
Just a bit of a mistake.
I don't know if he was just maybe caught expecting Oliver to be a bit faster on the initiation, but yeah, I wonder what way the judges will look at that one.
So Oliver Baker actually needs to win this battle in order to gain his BDC license. If he doesn't win this battle, he doesn't gain his license.
I always feel bad about this. This is so mean. Can we not just give them all licenses? They're here, they're having fun.
Unfortunately, that's not the way it works.
We'll have a podium of like 72 drivers and everyone gets a trophy
yeah,
just to participate.
It's just not going to work, I'm
No?
afraid. Sorry.
I'm going to change drifting.
Okay.
So as we see them go down to the start line to switch around, and it will be Axel, to lead and Oliver to chase.
Yep.
It looks very sunny down in the grid area, doesn't it?
It's looks hot.
Yeah, looks warm. It's cold in here. I need a jump.
You've got a jumper on.
I know. I need another one.
Right. Axel now to lead. Oliver with a slight advantage going into the second part of this battle. And, Colgate just having a check round for him. So we have Axel to lead, Oliver to chase as we come into this first corner. Normally nice consistent driving from Axel, so let's see. A little bit shallow there after clip 1 and very straight by Oliver Baker.
He also touched them forbidden curbs, Mike, and they said if you touch them forbidden curbs. Yeah. Oliver getting it all wrong as Axel pulls away from him there.
Yeah, Axel on a nice wide line. Oliver Baker not really having too much to answer. Unfortunately. On the final corner, absolutely no proximity between the two cars.
Yeah, I think I know where the judge is going to go with that one.
I have an idea, but we don't know everything.
Yeah, no, they're going to McDonald's. Nice transition there now.
Yeah, nice wide line from Axel. It does look good, that car, when it's on power, doesn't it? It sits very nicely.
Oh. There's a bit of a drop forming out there about clip 6 or 7.
Yeah, if you come off that off the tarmac into the gravel, there's a big rut going. Whoa, look.
Yeah, I'm going to
break this. Power bar is right in the middle. Let me see one more time.
One more time.
Do one more time.
One more time. I definitely need to hear why.
Yes, please. May we hear why, judges?
Brad, Jason, or James, please explain.
Hey guys, so in his lead, Hildebrand had quite a large mistake, and we had it to go the other way until when we ran him the other way, Hildebrand just totally left him, which up the curve, yeah, which ultimately made it a one more time.
The forbidden curb, so that was the deciding factor. Jason
We're going to go
really
with
like
yes.
to talk,
We're going to
doesn't
go
he?
with
yeah.
yes.
So yeah, he's like, we'll let Mike finish it off. Sorry, Jay, I got you, man. So the question is, are they going to change tyres or go again?
I imagine Axel will change the set tyres.
Yeah. I think at this level, you have to, like.
I don't think you can get 4 laps out of a set of tyres.
Yep. So we're moving on to the last battle for top 16. Well, except for one more time.
Yes. So we have Josh Moore versus Eric. Josh Moore, a very dusty BMW there. It is very dusty here, isn't it?
It's from all the people dropping wheels, Mike.
Yeah.
There's brown clouds just floating around everywhere. If we could all just stop dropping wheels, it'd be lovely, please.
Yeah, that'd be
Keep the cars nice and
fantastic.
shiny.
That would be fantastic.
Either that, we get a Valentine up in
Just a quick car wash.
Yeah,
as they come through
some
to the
guy
line.
there with some quick detailers
Yeah.
giving them a wipe down before the line. Bit of tyre shine. So we have Josh to lead them in and Eric to chase.
Nice entry from Josh Moore and Eric. A little bit of a, nice entry. A wheel drop there and a big dive from Eric. Nearly contact as they come round the second corner. Just backing off a little bit and holding it there. It's a lovely line from Josh Moore.
Yeah. You see Eric now, he's getting ready to live him up to make the final dive. Josh dropping another wheel. You can see them brown clouds starting to form again. Eric with a little bit of a straight there just
it's a
before
little bit of a wobble. I was
he
expecting
nearly
a bit more power.
reinitiate, like, yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how the judges score that run.
Well, let's get him round and line them up.
Get them to swap over.
So we'll have Eric to lead and Josh Moore to chase this time round. See what to sort of. There's quite a lot of mistakes. It's quite scrappy. Let's see if we can get less scrappiness this time round. So Eric has an advantage at the minute. Josh Moore in the chase position has quite a lot to do.
I think Eric just needs to put in a nice clean move.
Oh! Wow, there we go.
No.
Eric throwing it all away because he was nowhere near where he was meant to be.
I think he just flicked it well too early, Mike. I don't know what actually happened there, but he got up on that inside curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, judges are not going to be happy about that at all.
No. They're obviously in shock because the power bar hasn't changed yet, but it's going to start changing very soon now. Yeah. Did Eric just throw it away there?
I think he did. He definitely did. The judges were very clear. We don't want to see you there, and that's exactly what he did. So, just missing the point where. Oh, so close.
So close to contact there, wasn't it?
Let's see, Eric initiates very early and just nowhere near. Look,
yeah.
Almost on the grass, the other side of
the front
the
wheel ran around the curve.
So, yeah.
That wasn't a touch.
No.
It was more than a touch.
Yeah, definitely. The power bar didn't change, so we have no indication yet.
No.
What it's under review at the minute. So the judges are going to have a good think about that. But for me, it looks pretty clear cut.
Yeah, I think we said that a lot today. So yeah, where are the milking this? Like, come on, we all know what happened.
Yeah. There we go. The winner is indeed Josh Moore. Takes the win, and that mistake from Eric just too much, unfortunately. And that is the end of his day.
So it really is an eye-opener to any driver still in the competition or to compete tomorrow. Don't go near them curves.
Yeah, please. Just stay miles away.
We might put some like landmines in front of it or something, like booby traps to keep them all away. Would that be safer?
Yes, landmines are definitely safer. Yes,
100%.
Yeah.
They're getting a zero.
Yeah.
Well, lads, we've said it time and time again. Eric had an advantage after run one in that battle and threw it all away by running the curb on the inside of turn one.
Yes, thank you for confirming what we've already just said.
Yeah, we knew that, Brad. It's okay.
Well done, Brad. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we told you that.
I'm obviously not needed. You guys do it. You're doing such a great job today.
Why, thank you.
I guess you call that a mic drop.
Yeah. We both fell.
Right. Let's see. There's one more time between Oliver Baker and Axel Hildebrand. A battle of mistakes.
Yeah. But they've already, they've danced one together now. They know what's about to happen. So I think Axel needs to be expecting him to be a little bit slower on initiation. And then the opposite way around, Axel's meant to be a little bit faster when he's leading. So
let's have a look. He gets the thumbs up. Did we get the thumbs up? No, I think he was just giving the thumbs up generally to.
He was just probably. I think Colgate was just waving at us.
Yeah.
So everyone likes to say hello to us. We're like the most famous people here at BDC, aren't we? Like, everyone loves Mike and Mike.
Do they?
I think so. I assume so. I do.
I mean, if that's what's going on in your head, then that's fine. I'm happy to go on with the fantasy.
I live my own little fantasy. Should come over for a holiday sometime. It's good fun.
Oliver Baker to lead in Axel Hildebrand. Lovely entry from Oliver Baker. Axel Hildebrand on the inside of the track trying to claw up some room as they come round the second corner. A nice wide line from Oliver Baker, making it very easy for Axel to chase, but finds himself in completely the wrong part of the track, smashes the bumper off the back of the car. He's just had painting, he told me earlier today. And Oliver Baker, yeah, lovely line. Axel Hildebrand just making mistakes.
I think it's just going to come down to that little mistake that Axel made by dropping the wheel at clip 3. Oliver didn't put a foot wrong. No, it was a very good lead run from him.
So swap them around. Maybe take the bumper off of the back of Axel's car.
Yeah.
Because it's going to fall off any minute anyway.
It depends. You use good cable ties, Mike, and it can stay there for a whole lap.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, seen it happen before, yeah. It's a credit to that man's cable ties.
You get different brand cable ties. Are they actually like different? Like, I've never looked at a cable tie brand ever, or a quality of one.
But you'd know a good cable tie and a bad cable tie. Sometimes you can go to tight and it snaps and they're useless.
This is true, but which actually are a good brand?
Do you know what? We should bring out our own brand of cable ties. The BDC official cable ties.
Are we doing everything?
Everything.
Oh, it's just these are all just business
ideas.
It's
not business ideas.
Right.
It's not a business meeting though.
Axel to lead on a lovely line this time, and Oliver Baker doing almost the polar opposite. A mirror image of the last battle, very shallow behind, but not dropping wheels like Axel did. Making a dive now onto the rear quarter of Axel's. Axel initiates in a lovely line. Axel, Oliver Baker in the middle of the track to try and gain some proximity. When he get himself tucked up, he does a little bit, but he keeps the proximity as they go over the line. I think that was some pretty good driving from Oliver Baker there. And Axel Hildebrand, he was on a lovely line as well, giving Oliver all the opportunity.
The only thing I could see wrong was that. Yeah. Literally that just dropping away in clip 3. Other than that, I'd say Axel probably would have took it, but in fairness, Oliver didn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah, Oliver a little bit shallow there.
Yeah, he cut
and a little bit shallow there as well. There's two places that are a little bit shallow to catch up, but I mean, I think he was there, if not near enough, close enough to be able to cut the track.
He was within the distance of being able to cut the track to gain proximity. So
there we go. It's official. Oliver Baker takes the win. That is the final battle of our top 32. Moving on to the top 16. And they are already lined up. Arunus Namantis versus Josh Malone. Is it Malone or Maloney?
Malone.
Is it Malone?
Malone, yeah, I think. I don't know.
I thought you were the name guy. You're the name guy.
I'm the name guy. What? When did that come out? It's a new job role I got here.
Yeah. When I don't know how to pronounce someone's name, you correct me.
They're just the Irish ones, man.
This is how this works. I thought this was how the arrangement was.
I'm the name guy. I like that. I want a name tag saying name guy.
So, Josh Malone to lead, and Arunus just giving him a little bit of space off the line. And Josh Malone, big flick entry, and Arunus. Nice. A little bit of giving Josh Malone another little bit of space. And, a little bit of an over-rotation there from Arunus. Josh Malone driving down a nice, very, very wide through clip 4. I think that was a wheel drop, but Arunus straightening as well. And then coming on with way too much angle, finding the side of Josh Malone's car. Josh Malone quite straight coming through here. Aegis getting shut out. Wow, it's a lot of. Wow, it's a lot of.
That was a scrappy second half of the battle there now. There was a lot of mistakes. We've seen Arunus get caught up just after 4 on the inside. Josh with the big straighten. Arunus cutting the track. I can't wait to see the power bar in this one.
A lot of mistakes. Well, let's get them turned back around. We'll have Arunus leading out Josh Malone. So Arunus got a bit of an advantage going into this part of the battle, but he's in the lead, so Josh in the chase position can make up more points in the chase position than he can in the lead position, so that's all to play for.
So we wait for the signal from our tower.
Are we going to get the all clear? There we are. No, Arunus leads out Josh Malone. We're going to see a wild entry now, a track entry, fairly average. Not too wide, but Josh dropping wheels. He knows he's got to get on the side of Arunus' car, and Arunus is now just driving away. Just doesn't really have an answer. He needs to make a dive now. Way too much angle and spins. Arunus just needs to drive around the rest of the track.
It's such a hard thing when you're in the chase position and the lead car is pulling away from you, because your instinct is to, like, let's make this track as short as possible and get back in there. Maybe no one will notice I did it, but let's be honest, we're all watching. We know.
So I think we can safely say Arunus has come away with the win on that one. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit.
Them poor clipping point signs, like, just.
Yeah, absolutely hammered. And the poor marshals have to keep putting them up every single run.
We don't even get to watch that because the cameras keep changing.
Someone's putting them back up. They're not doing it themselves.
Self-standing cones is what we have here in the British Drift Championship.
I mean, that would be a good idea.
Well, you put a load of lads over the job, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. And they can still wave their flags. No, I'm joking. The marshals do an absolutely fantastic job. And you can't take anything away from them at all.
They're the real heroes of the BDC.
They are.
The real heroes.
Well, they're stood outside in the hot.
They're not commentary material now, but they're close enough.
Right. Arunus takes the win for the first battle of our top 16, and the track marshals are going to beat Mike up later on.
I think that was going to happen anyway, so it's fine. I need like an escort over here this evening.
You need a bodyguard. Right, up now, Jay Wilding versus Chrissy Naylon. Chrissy Naylon has found some pace today. He was looking at, I don't know, his first run in qualifying was not looking very good, but now it's a whole different driver.
Yeah,
whole different driver. Jay Wilding.
The return in Jay Wilding is just impressing everyone.
Just impressing.
So any story I've heard about him, he's lived up to it already. So, yeah.
I think there's more yet to come now. Oh, big flick entry, lovely entry. A little bit shallow for both drivers though through clip 1.
All the way out to 2. Nice. Oh, Chrissy.
Yeah, I thought I was going to run wide.
Yeah,
then,
I thought you were going to drop a wheel.
A nice early transition. No, I thought Chrissy was just going to get in that transition a little bit earlier. He needs to find the door of Jay Wilding now. Jay Wilding's got a lot of pace, and he's going to put his foot down and try and disappear. And Chrissy's going to have to do everything he can to try and hold on to the back end of his car. No, I don't think he quite managed it. So
just couldn't close the gap at the end there, yeah.
Just,
and I think when we flick him around now, Jay will be glued.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is what he does in the chase position. So this is where he comes alive. So Chrissy is going to have to drive the pants off of his car, the tyres off of his car.
The pants off his car.
Yeah, cars don't have pants.
Cars don't have pants, and the fact you said pants as well is hilarious.
I like saying these words.
Yeah,
it's just
these random words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell you, there's going to be like a mob outside this room, believe her, Mike. We could be spending the night in our little studio.
Right. Chrissy to lead, Jay Wilding to chase.
Makes me puff his mouth in front of Jay Wilding's car there.
There is a lot of
twice it happened. I think we was just revving it up.
Yeah, right. So Chrissy. See a nice big entry, Jay Wilding. A little loads, miles of distance in between the two cars. Oh, and a big rotation! Oh my goodness!
Safe.
Wow.
Man, my stomach clenched there. Imagine what that felt.
So nearly an impact.
I was just about to say, Jay looked like he got caught napping.
Yeah, he did a little bit off the start.
Yeah.
It was a bit.
I think he might have got lucky there.
Or maybe he knew that was going to happen. Maybe he could foresee that happening. And he just thought, I'm going to hang back because he's going to spin. And then
3,
he did.
2, 1.
And then, anyway, they avoided contact,
which
is the main thing. But unfortunately, I think that is the end of the run for Chrissy Naylon. As Jay, I believe Jay Wilding will take the win. I can't see any reason why he wouldn't take the win.
It doesn't make sense.
We've been wrong before, Mike.
Definitely, yeah.
Every time.
And if there's 3 lads here that want to prove us wrong, I know who they are. Oh, look at it from this angle. Oh, that was so
close.
Joe, Chrissy keeping the power in is what prevented that crash there.
Yeah.
Which sounds crazy, the power on another car in front of you. But yeah, that's drift cars.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
But it's not sketchy. Like, you've been in them scenarios yourself. Like, everything just slows down, happens, and you don't crash. Or you crash and it's very expensive, one or the other.
Yeah, and normally the latter.
The latter,
yeah.
Well then, you should stay here and not be in a car, Mike.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
That's the plan.
And it is official. Jay Wilding takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, that massive mistake. Chrissy Naylon nailing the coffin.
And you were giving out to me earlier for them? Wow.
I can help it.
Wow. That was brilliant. I loved it. Well done. Rachel, I didn't think of that.
You know he's proud of himself, right?
Oh, he's so smug, Brad. You should see the head I'm looking at.
Hey, look, I'm actually a dad now. I'm allowed to have dad
jokes. So, moving on to the next battle after Mike's brilliant joke. It's Mark Chapman to lead in Dan Tyler.
Yeah, now this really is going to be a battle because Mark Chapman is a very Oh my God, look at this! Oh!
Dan
that
Tyler
was
is here
a
to
huge
fight.
dive from Dan Tyler.
What a transition.
Oh, really nice and wide, a little bit too wide for Mark Chapman. Is he going to cut Dan Tyler off? He did cut Dan Tyler off. He's in the wrong part of the track, and he finds himself in the wrong part of the track again, but manages to get himself back online. Dan Tyler's not really sure on what Dan Chapman's doing at the minute, so he's just playing it a little bit safer and holding back, but he's going to dive back on the rear quarter. I imagine as they come around past the last clip, doesn't quite make up the proximity, but
wow.
That was, I mean, the chase driving was amazing. Yeah. Mark Chapman, though, shut down Dan Tyler, was not in the right place.
He just, from clip 2, he seemed to wash out a bit wide. And then he just kept it pinned in, but the car just, managed a lot earlier than Dan was expecting.
A lot earlier than anyone was expecting.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a credit to Dan there not to make contact with him. So that's 2 close calls to 2 battles he's had. He's fighting for this championship, literally.
His car's still in good condition as well, so he's coming out.
Early days, Mike.
Yeah, we are still only in the top 16. Right, we'll swap them around. Mark Chapman in the chase position. Dan Tyler is going to want to drive away now and get just as far away from Mark Chapman as possible. Dan Tyler.
Mark needs to throw everything in the kitchen.
Oh, what? Oh, broken drive shaft. Oh, I was excited for that. Gosh darn it.
God damn drifting. It just...
Oh, Dan Tyler does his parade.
Yep. Dan Tyler doing another qualifying lap, it seems. Yeah, I'm actually gutted for Mark there now. I know the advantage was against him, but he would have gave Dan a little bit of a fight there. Look at this, look.
It's absolutely mental. Yeah, Dan Tyler, he just had nowhere to go.
He didn't know what to do. But in fairness to Dan, he stayed drifting.
Yeah.
He actually didn't straighten, so.
Yeah.
That's a veteran there, that is.
And this is still Pro 2.
I know, yeah. I know. What is, this is just...
And Dan Tyler's staying in Pro 2.
Yeah, Dan Tyler's been offered to go to Pro
like three
times now, yeah.
He's like, nope.
I'm winning this championship.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah. And you know what? He's dead right. I always feel lads get caught up trying to jump up to the pro class to get that pro sticker, but then they forget about battling.
Yeah. So let's make it official. Dan Tyler
gets the win.
And Mark Chapman is still going, so I don't know what he broke because his car's actually moving.
Did he just miss a gear, or was he... I'm not sure. There's Stu waving at us anyways. He's happy.
Stu Egg Dell versus Tom Van Beek. Oh, I can't wait to see Tom Van Beek do another dive, please.
Yeah.
Do it again. That was so exciting. We need to see another big dive, Tom. We get them lined up. Stuart Egg Dell to lead Tom Van Beek in the chase position. And he comes firing down the line.
Giving Stu a little bit of room on initiation.
I think Stu's probably got legs him a little bit. Oh, dirt drops.
Stu drops one.
Tom Van Beek.
Tom drops the wheel the far side. Oh, Tom straightens.
And wildly, completely off track.
Dear.
What did happen there? Did he? He might have debeaded the tyre when he came off the track a little bit.
Yeah, because the car was in a drift and then just shot off the other way.
Yeah. I think that's like. So Stuart Egg Dell just finishes his now parade lap, and Tom Van Beek, as he moved off of the grass, I couldn't quite catch. Then, are we going to see him change a tyre?
So we see here, Stu drops the wheel first.
Yeah.
Tom transitions early to try and cut in. He drops the wheel the far side.
Yeah, can you see Ham?
I can't see it, but I'd say Mike, you might be right.
I think it looks like a tyre debeaded. Yeah. No bother.
God darn it. So as Stu just waits to figure out what's after happening, because I'm assuming he just drove and didn't look back.
Yeah. I imagine we'll probably move on to our next battle.
Yeah,
now.
Tom will be going to change his tyre and call a 5-minute rule.
Yeah. That would be the sensible thing to do.
Well, you can't start a rule with only one tyre in the rear.
Yes.
Yeah, that's in the book.
It's not. Yes, that is.
That's actually in the book, black and white.
What chapter?
What chapter? Chapter 6, page 142, section
There's not
B.
142 pages.
Brad wrote it. There's 342 pages.
That's true. That's true.
442 pages.
Now.
I keep forgetting he's listening to us.
He's listening intently, as it would seem.
It's like been spied on.
Right. Up now, we do move on to our next battle with Justina Norcos and Ben Parry.
Justina is comfortable and fast. That's the two things I took from today. He's very comfortable around the Three Sisters circuit.
That says, "Kiss me before flight."
There you go.
Okay.
I'm not flying with him anytime soon.
Not getting on a plane with that guy. Right, Ben Parry in the chase position. He has got a lot of work to do. What's Ben Parry got in his under the bonnet of that?
An engine, I think.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mike. Thank you for that. So insightful.
So insightful.
I'm glad you're here.
That's why I'm here. For all the facts, you know.
Right, Justina Norcos to lead. Are we waiting?
No, this is it. Call guy tells him to close the doors.
Wow, look how fast Justina's car is off the line. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ben Parry just almost getting left for dead. He's going to have to make a proper dive here. Justina's on a really nice wide line, though. Yeah, giving Ben Parry all the opportunity to catch back up with him. He is cutting the track. A lock-up from Ben Parry. But Justina Norcos just on this perfect line. Ben Parry cutting the track loads to try and keep up with Justina Norcos. But off he goes. He absolutely disappears round the last corner. Ben Parry, absolutely no answer
Justina's
for the power.
Fast, man.
He is so fast. Like, really, really fast.
Yeah. And if the longer he stays in the competition, the further he goes, he seems to just getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah. There's a nice swap him around. But Justina Norcos has got to hold it all together behind Ben Parry now, and we've seen that be the unfolding of many a driver.
Yeah. He needs to just, you know, I'm not saying that Ben's a slow car, but he's the slower car of the two. So
yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He's definitely the slower car.
He needs to keep an eye on it, but Justina's can't give him too much room, because it's one of them tracks, you know, once you hit that middle section and it opens up, it's hard to close back down the proximity.
Let's go Ben Parry.
Ben to lead, Justina's chase. Ben going to use the full track here anyways. A little bit of a tiny bit of initiation. Justina's giving him the space. I think he was listening to him like really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Am I spotting
Wow,
him?
look at the angle on Ben Parry now. This is brilliant. Just a little bit wide. Justina's Norcos that are coming wide as well, but look at the smoke coming off of the back of Ben Parry's car. Justina's Norcos now on the door of Ben Parry.
Just popped in to say hello, that's all that is. Sitting beside him over the finish line. Wow. I don't think there's anyone who can stop that. 26 today, Mike.
No.
Unless there's someone I completely forgot about. Dan Tyler, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Dan Tyler is definitely there. He's quite close to the curb. Quite in the middle of the track there, Justina's. Yeah. Which he's not meant to be, so the judges might knock him down for that. Look at the angle of Ben Parry. Look at the angle and the smoke coming off of this car. That was not expected. Justina's Norcos takes out the clipping point as well. I thought that was Ben, but it wasn't. It was Justina's behind him. It might be closer than I thought. Yeah. Might be closer than I thought. I thought Justina's was going to come away. Does look like he's got the advantage as we come in. And
Justina's gets the win.
Is it official? Yeah, it is. Justina's takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And unfortunately, that is the end of the day for Ben Parry. Getting into the top 16 is no small feat. So.
No, definitely not. Especially with a driver grid like what we had today.
So Owen Atkinson and Jolene at Mcdonald.
Here comes the body panels.
Yes.
But Owen Atkinson is just... He's just a different guy today. Like he's so chilled. His 2 qualifying runs were like nearly the exact same score. He's doing everything right. I know he had a little mischief in his first battle, but he came around and got the win. So hopefully he can pull it off here.
It looks like he's doing a good job in the lead
Jolene's
position.
Shallow there now and not able to close proximity.
I think she's going to make a dive now. Oh yeah, she makes a nice early transition, but finds herself right on the inside of the track. Which is not really where she wants to be, but she's knocking on the side of Owen's car now as they come around the final corner. Contact nearly, wow! As they come over the line. Quite close.
That was a very good lead run. Good chase. I think Jolene just cut a little bit too much of the track.
Yeah, I
think there's been 3 parts there now where she went shallow to get in.
Yeah, found herself a little bit not quite the pace of Owen Atkinson, so just had to cut the track a little bit a few times to keep up.
Yeah.
I think that probably did hurt her score a little bit, especially the going onto that rumble strip on the outside.
So as we switch them around.
But the battle is not done yet.
No. It is a battle of 2 halves, Mike.
Indeed.
First half and second half.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
So we're going to have Jolene to lead. Owen to chase. Jolene has a slight advantage going into this part of the battle.
It just shows we haven't a clue what we're talking about.
Absolutely no idea, apparently. Absolutely not.
Well, how did we even get her?
Jolene is going to lead out. Atkinson, she's going to be really putting her foot down now to try and get away. But Owen Atkinson right with her as they initiate. Look, we're almost touching around the first corner.
Yes! Oh! Man, if he'd hold that, that would have been amazing. Nice lead as Jolene just finishes off her victory lap. But
so was there actually contact there, or did you dive away from the contact? I think
it happened so fast.
I think he should have given Jolene a little bit more room to manoeuvre, and I think he was just getting a bit too antsy there. He got himself caught up, and then
we've all been in that situation when you get in close, and you know you have to pull back, but it's like, this is so cool. And then, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late, and you've messed up. Been there many a time.
So now we're going. The judge is probably looking back at the curb incident.
Oh, look how close Jolene is as they come over the line.
What a dive from Owen at the initiation.
Yeah, look, and he just holds it there, and he needs to back off now.
Now, yeah, that's when it's...
And it's just too late. It's just too late. And he has nowhere to go and spins it out.
very unfortunate for him, but I'm sure he's going to be very happy with his day regardless. So as they, it's under review.
Under review.
Telling you, we could go back to them curves in that first run.
Well, we shall see.
The forbidden curves. Don't touch the curves. I'm going to get a sticker made up saying don't touch the curves.
Don't touch the curves. And we go, wow. Jolene Mcdonald takes the win. Ladies and gentlemen.
Our track team was ahead of our graphics, so we didn't know what was going on there.
Track team were way ahead of us there. I didn't want to call it. It's like, how do they know before we do?
Tell us first.
That's not fair.
Bullying. Them judges.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little bit of feedback on that one, as I'm sure you're wondering. So in the first run, with Owen leading, Jolene chasing, Owen's lead was pretty nice on the right line. Jo made a dive at clip 3 and trapped herself and had to back out quite significantly, which then put her completely on the wrong line. She drove the inside curb at 4. For me, that gave her a bit of a disadvantage. My two colleagues felt that her aggression through clips 6, 7 and 8 gave her a slight advantage. But then going into the second run, we deemed that Owen had put himself in a position where Jolene was transitioning in a decel zone that was perfectly her right to do so, and Owen had put his nose in there, left himself nowhere to go, and was therefore at fault for the spin.
There you have it, Mike. I tell you, I thought we were arguing a lot today, but them judges, it seems to be kicking off at that tower.
I wonder if they're recorded. We can listen back later.
I'm sure it could.
Yeah,
that'd be very cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Just the judges just fighting with each other all day. So back to the one more time. Tom Van Beek versus Stuart Egger.
Yeah.
Tom to lead. Fantastic little MX-5.
Yeah, I think you've got a real soft spot for that MX-5.
Do you know what? I didn't really like MX-5s until this one came around the place, and now, like, I'm all for them. I was actually took a photo of one in the car park earlier as well, believe it or not.
No, this is not a one more time. This is the second half of the battle.
Right, okay, it was a DB.
Yes, because Tom Van Beek DB'd in the tyre.
There we go.
So there we go, and they're off. Tom Van Beek has got it all to play for now as he goes for one of his traditional, shall we say, entries. The massive flick entry of that little car. Look at Stu Egg Dell, look how close he is. Round to Tom Van Beek now. Tom Van Beek on an amazing line. Stu Egg Dell, you no! So now it's 0-0 or 10-0-0-10.
That's 2 10-0s.
Yes.
Or 10-10 technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Do you know what the exciting thing is?
When you get another one.
We get to go again.
We're gonna go again.
That was some dive by Stu, but yeah.
I know, mate. Yeah.
That comes back to the theory of sometimes drifters forget their brain.
Yeah.
He just transitioned
Look how close
well
Stu
too
is
early.
around this corner as well. Look, it's a brilliant dive there.
Yeah, look how snappy Tom was. Like,
just
bang, bang.
sets himself up and just snap. He just didn't get on lock quick enough. You just see his wheel. It didn't snap too. Just as quick as Stu wanted it to do, unfortunately.
It was definitely worth a try, Harry.
Fantastic to watch.
Fantastic to watch. So, yeah, bring him around to get the official result.
Let's officially give them all one more time.
Well, or so we say.
Yeah, here we go. Yes,
one more time.
We were right about one thing.
Yeah, we can settle on that one now, yeah.
First time today, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad. We're getting there.
Just a few more years.
Yeah. By the time we get to Teesside, we'll have it in the bag.
Yeah, unfortunately, Stewie just gave away a bit of a sitter there, didn't he?
Did a little bit. Oh well. At least we get to go again.
Yeah.
Right. Up now we have Aegis Manilga versus Archie Harmer. Could be a very interesting battle.
This 300 ZX is just so grippy. There's just so much grip.
It
You can
is.
see a hook and go, like, it's brilliant to watch.
And you barely ever see him in competition. I know I've said that before, but it's so rare to see a 300 ZX in competition because they're normally very broken.
You've seen a 300 ZX in the road,
Yeah,
you'll be like, oh, look.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really good to see it doing well. How well can he do against Archie Harmer? Archie Harmer is going to lead out Aegis now. Nice big flick entry as we've seen all day from Archie Harmer. A lovely, perfect line. Look at the line from Archie Harmer. Aegis Vanilga having absolutely no problems keeping up with the side. So easy to chase when you've got a line driver that's that good in front of you. Look, it's absolutely pinpoint perfection. Archie Harmer exactly where he needs to be. Aegis Vanilga could be climbing up on the side of the door a little bit more now. He needs to put his foot down, gain some proximity over the line. Archie Harmer, yeah. I was expecting Aegis to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah. Just Archie's one of them drivers, like, he's just so consistent with his line. Like,
incredibly consistent.
It's just, it's the same line over and over and over again.
Can he keep up with Aegis though, or is Aegis going to drive away? But Aegis's lead line is not going to be as good as Archie's.
No.
But
so it's up to Archie to adapt, which he can.
Yeah. But will Aegis drive away?
Yeah.
Can Archie keep up?
So as we switch them around, Aegis leading Archie to chase.
Yeah, we'll get Aegis leading out. Let's get them rolling nice and quick. Get the thumbs up. Both drivers, and they are away. Aegis to lead, and a wheel spin there from Archie Harmer as he leaves the line. Desperate to get as much pace, but not giving him an inch. Look how close he is. As Aegis Vanilga on a lovely line, but Archie Harmer making a dive around each corner. Aegis is very wide, drops 2 wheels, giving Archie Harmer all the advantage to dive back on. Look at the dirt pouring out of the back of Aegis Vanilga's wheel there that he dug up from the last corner. Look how close Archie Harmer is now to the side of Aegis Vanilga's car. Can he keep up with him around the last corner? As Aegis can drive away. He's not going to manage it. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. Archie did everything he could. Like, he was close when he needed to be, and then when there was issues, he was well able to back off and let it all settle down before he got back in there. So, a little bit scrappy from Aegis dropping the 2 wheels coming out of clip 2, but yeah, all in all, that was a very good battle. That was 2 very good drivers.
Look how much dirt.
Yeah, did you see when he just brought it out again? Like.
Right, let's see what the judges have to say.
We wait to see our power bar, so a slight advantage to Archie.
And Archie Harmer takes the win. Unfortunately, Aegis Vanilga just making too many mistakes. He's just so consistent. And consistency is key. Yeah.
For the age of him, he is so consistent. Definitely, I think he's going to be a big drift star from the UK very shortly.
So we have Josh Moore now versus Oliver Baker.
The battle of the E36s.
Oliver Baker. Oh, a lovely entry there from Oliver Baker. Josh Moore.
Josh Moore just giving him a little bit of room, so hopefully he can close it in now.
Yeah, I'm hoping he makes a dive now, otherwise it's going to get lost a little bit. Does make a dive.
Yeah, Oliver's on a nice line though, but Josh is back in, got the proximity. Snappy transition.
Look how close Josh Moore is now.
Very
This
close.
is a very nice
close,
battle.
yeah. You see them, like... Yeah, Oliver's just out on that wide line again. Tucks away in for the finish, but Josh stayed in the whole time. Just didn't phase him at all.
Absolutely not, yeah. Brilliant driving from both drivers,
Both
actually.
drivers now, yeah. It's probably one of the nicest runs we've had all day.
Definitely one of the smoothest.
Yeah. Definitely one with the least fireworks, anyways.
Yeah. just nice, smooth run.
Relaxed drifting, it's called. Apparently this is fun drifting. What? No. So as we switch them around now.
So Josh Moore to lead. Oliver Baker in the chase position. Josh Moore having a slight advantage, being in the chase position, and now Oliver Baker has the opportunity to gain some points in the chase.
Oliver Baker needs to stick with him and not let him get away.
Cuts the track a little bit. This is looking very similar to the first run.
Josh is is a little bit shy in places between 2 and 3 there.
But I don't think Oliver's got quite the proximity Josh had either, so it looks even split to me. The judges have got a little bit of an advantage. Josh Moore at the minute as he drives away, coming over the line, that proximity over the line at the end. Yeah, look at the dive from Josh Moore there. I don't think Oliver Baker just quite had the same impact.
Yeah.
He did make a dive, but he dived sort of closer into the middle of the track. Let's get them around to the start-finish line.
The results area.
The results area.
Yeah, the designated results area. So yeah, slight advantage to Josh. And yeah,
there we go. Josh Moore takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the final official battle of our top 16. But we've got a one more time.
Tom.
Yep, we've got Tom Van Beek and Stuart Egg Dell to come back out again for their one more time.
That'll be the last battle in the top 16 before the Funk Motorsport Grade 8. So
correct.
Things are starting to heat up a bit here, Mike.
Yeah. Stuart Egg Dell. Get as much heat in those tyres as possible because that little MX-5 is quick.
It's a little pocket rocket, really, isn't it? Like, it's exactly what you want for like a practice day or something like that. And then Tom just comes to BDC, hangs with the big boys.
Yeah.
It's just
makes it work
very
well.
Yeah. When you even see it, like, look at the size difference in the two cars. Stu just is a 14.
So we go, Stu.
Tom's getting ready for the.
Oh, he didn't do the signature dive. He didn't do it. Oh, and he drops wheels again.
Did he do the signature T-bead?
No, I think he's got tyres on for Stu dropping wheels now as well. And they come flying down the straight. And a nice dive there from Tom Van Beek. To come round the final corner, a nice transition. Tom needed to make that dive a little bit early, but Stu's wide anyway. So he takes advantage of that, dives up onto the rear quarter. I think Stuart Egg Dell is trying to drive away, but the little pesky little MX-5 is right on his rear quarter.
Just keeps nipping at the ankles.
Yeah, he does.
That's what he's doing.
It's like a little terrier.
Yeah. His new nickname is the Terrier.
The Terrier. Tom Van Terrier.
Tom Van Terrier.
Right, let's swap them around. Tom Van Beek to lead. And
it's going to be interesting to see how the judges, what they're thinking now, because, we 2 wheel drops.
Yeah.
We had a gap, and we had good chest. All in the one run.
Well, we should have a power bar, but it's not there at the minute, so we can't see that.
So every time we say this, Brad is like, oh no, and then presses the button.
Oh yeah, he have a power bar back. Do we get a power bar? We do, there we go.
So a slight
advantage to Tom at the minute. What's he going to do? Look, he's going to do a big wild entry. Look at that. Yeah, very nice. Nice and wide. Can he hold it on the track through the transition? Don't drop a wheel. He doesn't. He keeps it on the track. Look how much smoke's coming off those little 15-inch wheels as he comes around into the last corner. There's so much pace on that MX-5. And Stu Egg Dell doing a very good job in the chase position. Look how close he is to the back, to the rear quarter of Tom Van Beek now. But Tom Van Beek just finding another little bit of power and squeezing away. I think
it just doesn't make sense.
It's just it works so well.
Yeah, it just works. Maybe it's just not all car. It could be paid the driver as well.
You reckon?
Yeah. Nah.
Definitely the car. Yeah, a little bit of a dirt drop there. Look at Stu. As he flicks it in there.
Nice dive by Tom.
Yeah.
It's just weird to see them go like separate ways when they left the line.
Nice big entry from Tom Van Beek. And not doing his signature wheel drop.
Yeah.
So I think Tom Van Beek would appear to have the advantage. So the judges make it official. They must confer for a little bit, don't forget. One judge has agreed. No.
Oh. Keep your eyes to the tower now, you might see a judge go flying.
Yeah. We're going to discuss it. 2 judges have agreed. Can we get a third?
Come on, guys, just get along.
Third. And Tom Van Beek takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Stu Egg Dell.
Unfortunately, Stu's weekend ends here, but we can see there. He's delighted.
He's still happy.
He's
still
so
happy.
much fun. Such a nice guy.
And he'll be very happy for Tom Van Beek as well. But yeah, Stu Egg Dell will be back next round.
Tom Van Beek's
Just doing
championship
his
hope
best.
is staying alive, Mike.
It is.
So that's us done with the top 16 now, isn't it?
That is, and we're on to the Funk Motorsport Great 8, where our first battle is Jay Wilding versus Arunus. Yeah. And then we've got Dan Tyler versus Tom Van Beek. We have Justina Norcos versus Jolene Mcdonald and Archie Harmer versus
Archie Harmer.
That's
According
not
to
right.
our screen here. Archie's that good, he's battling himself.
Yeah. We've got Jay Wilding warming his tyres up. And Arunus. That was a big burnout from Jay Wilding.
That was a big burnout, yeah. He's done a half set tires in the burnout. Look at the 2 black marks he's left going to the lane. Like, there's been cars doing burnouts there for 2 days.
Yeah.
Look at the
How
2
is
marks.
how is yours more pronounced? Arunus, you're meant to be cleaning your tyres, not driving on the grass. That's the polar opposite of what you want to do at the minute.
You've just given yourself no grip going
Yeah,
into the first car.
literally the worst thing you could have done. Right, let's get them lined up. We get the go-ahead. The first battle in the Funk Motorsport Great 8. Are we going to get a thumbs up from our track marshal?
Colgate is just waiting from Toby in the tower to give the signal.
Come on, Toby, send cars.
Toby's a lovely t-shirt this week, says send cars.
Has
You
he?
see that? Yeah. I won't say what the first part is, but something else is crossed out. Send something and then cars is underneath it.
Oh, nice flick entry from Jay Wilding on a lovely line. And Arunus diving straight onto the door. Another big dive from Arunus onto the side of Jay Wilding. Jay Wilding straight. Jay Wilding straight around the second corner. He flicks it back again now. He's on a lovely line again now, but Aegis doesn't really know what's going on. Tries to make another dive on the side of Jay Wilding's car. Jay Wilding, I mean, he's on a lovely line now, but yeah, big mistake earlier.
That was actually very strange to see what happened there. I think he just over-rotated a small bit, but kept it in it.
What? No, he was straight round the second corner.
Oh, man, these camera angles are messing me up here, they are. From where I'm sitting, it looks completely different.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure there'll be a replay
Definitely.
in a minute.
The judges are going to definitely want to replay that one. The more I look at that car today, the more it's growing on me.
What, Jay Wilding's car?
It's
That's
just
a nice looking car.
It's crazy looking, like it's so colourful.
I
That's
like
exactly
it.
what I lose.
I'd like it to have the same wheels front and back.
Yeah.
That's and a
bumper.
some sort of.
I'm pretty sure I had a bumper this
bumperish.
morning.
Did it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it was yesterday morning I had a bumper.
At the start of the event.
Yeah, they all do at the start of the event.
Right, nice flick entry from Arunus, but cutting the track quite a lot. Jay Wild did not really have anywhere to go and over rotates almost, but manages to hold it. And he's running the inside of the track, but that's a very scrappy run in the chase position from Jay Wilding. Arunus now putting the hammer down. Look at the smoke coming from the back of Arunus' car. Jay Wilding is having a little bit of time.
Yeah, Jade cut the track a good bit
Yeah,
here. He went in shallow to try and gain proximity. Like,
oh!
I don't like to see them because on the live stream it's very hard to see the speed. But when you're standing in front of the judges' tower when they pass, they're like they are carrying some speed.
Yeah,
coming out
it's
that drift.
quick.
Yeah, and we have seen here before where people have hit the grass and like ended up snapping into the tire wall and things like that. So
yes,
it's great control of the cars to try and come out of drift as well.
I wonder if we can get a speed gun.
Oh, that'd be a good idea to see what they're doing when they're finishing.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. An interesting thing to see.
We should just do it ourselves.
Well, we can't because we're in here, Mike.
Well, we can do it tomorrow for practice.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, let's do that. Where are you going to get a speed gun from?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
I know a guy.
Of course you do. Right, let's see what the judge's decision on this battle is between Arunus and Jay Wilding. We have no indication at all whatsoever.
No.
Nothing.
They're leaving us in the dark here.
Yeah. And I'm not brave enough to make a decision on that one.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Arunus gets the win.
Did Arunus get the win?
Yeah, sorry, gents. Just for your benefit then, we are again having some graphical issues, but Arunus Namantis takes the win.
Arunus takes the win. Can you tell us why, though, Brad?
2 seconds.
Any minute now. He'll stop, Brad, don't worry.
They're noisy, these lads, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just too many mistakes really by Jay, both in the lead and the chase really. Arunus's lead wasn't perfect. He was quite on the inside of turn 1. He wasn't on the curb, but he was very shallow on it. And again on clip 4, so he did lose a little bit of his advantage on that. But he still had enough from the larger mistakes that Jay had made earlier in his chase at clip 2.
Okay, so there you have it. Up next, we have Justina's Norcos versus Jolene Mcdonald.
Yeah, can Jolene be the one to match the pace of Justina's?
I think she's really going to have to try.
Yeah, she will.
I'm
assuming she's going to definitely try.
Yeah.
There's no point just saying, no, he's fast, I go home.
No, Jolene would definitely not do that either. So
it's not her style.
A little bit more reserved from Justina's on this one, but Jolene Mcdonald, yeah, the gap's opening already as they come through, but she makes a nice dive, but slows a little bit. I would have kept my foot in there a little bit. But Justina's Norcos nice and wide. Look at Jolene! Wow, through on loads of angle there and doesn't manage to drive. I think that was straight. It's very difficult to see from this angle to catch up, but she has caught up with the rear quarter of Justina's Norcos as they come round the final corner, and now she just loses a little bit of pace and drops a wheel as they come over the line.
He's just got lost a bit in the smoke there, just coming up to clip 8 as well. That E36, it's a cloud making machine.
It's a fast car. Yeah, Jolene just struggling a little bit there to keep up with Justina's.
So what we're going to do is we switch them around.
And Justina's is going to
chase Jolene.
I imagine there's going to be fireworks here.
No one seems to be getting that clipping point in the grid in there yet, do they?
No, that's the only clipping point they're not hitting around the whole track.
And the judges aren't referencing that. I'm a bit confused on that. So, as we await the signal from the tower, there it is. So it's Jolene in the lead and Justina's to chase. Oh, he's stuck to her already.
Nice flick entry
Big
from
flick
Jolene there. Justina's Norcos just giving her a little bit of room to manoeuvre. Is he going to make a dive? I thought he'd make it a bit more of a dive by now. Jolene on a super wide line. That was a bit of a late transition onto the thing. Loads of angle now. Justina's just struggling to keep it and straighten from Jolene Mcdonald.
I don't know if it's a mechanical error or what happened if the car let her down, but it just seemed once you went through forward, the car just gripped up completely and drove straight.
Yeah, I don't know whether she might have snapped a drive shaft or something. I imagine she would have attempted to reinitiate at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely nothing uncharacteristic from Jolene, so maybe she snapped something. Got the dive there onto the side of Justina's. Justina's so wide, Jolene, not really doing very well to slow the car down behind him, but there, that drops a wheel. And yeah, I can't really see what happened there.
No, not sure what happened there.
Doesn't seem to be any reason for it. Normally you can see a wheel spinning and then stop spinning, but she just sort of drove around it. So let's see what the judges think of that situation. Well, I mean, surely that's a 10-0.
For an incomplete drift.
Yeah, for an incomplete drift, so that'll be that. Big hugs all round. And I can confirm Justina's Norcos takes the win due to an incomplete drift there from Jolene Mcdonald. It'd be interesting to know. I really want to know why. Why did she just shut down?
This comes back to her assistant.
Where's our assistant?
Assistant, run, find out what happened.
We could actually ask Michelle to go and find out what happened.
I guarantee you Michelle knows.
Can she tell us? And Michelle is in no way our assistant. But
that is not what we're saying now.
That is not her job. Absolutely not.
That genuinely will be someone waiting for us outside. We're both afraid.
Yes, very afraid. But yeah. Right.
So it's Archie versus
Archie Harmer
Josh.
versus Josh. And they go in, Josh to lead.
So yeah, we see Archie clip 2. Josh really tight with him. Snappy transition. Josh is very just chill in the chase position. He's so just staying there beside him, nice and relaxed. Unfortunately, just dropping a wheel now. Clip 4. Archie's yet again though. Look at the lead.
It's perfect every time.
How does he do it every time?
Absolutely perfect.
How is he so
time.
consistent? It just, I don't know. Is it muscle memory from gaming or what? I don't know. Maybe it's something in the cereal they're eating now.
Yeah, must be.
Definitely, that's what it is. We never had that cereal.
Frosties for me.
Frosties. Wow, you were spoiled.
Yes. What did you have?
The cardboard box of Frosties.
All right.
Chopped up. Yeah, as we head down to switch them around, I would say it'd be an advantage to Archie. Just dropping that wheel and yeah, the proximity as well. The proximity was good, then Archie started the second half of the run, just pull away a little bit more.
Yeah. So it's Josh Moore to lead now, and Archie Harmer to chase. Josh Moore, big flick entry, Archie Harmer.
He's very tentative sitting back there now.
Yeah, I would have thought he'd be a little bit deeper.
Maybe he knows there's an advantage with dropping the wheels. Look, he's dialed it back in already. Okay, there's a gap. It's not a big gap though, Mike.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Josh Moore's on a really nice line though, through here. Archie. He's taking advantage of it now as they come round.
See,
to
Josh
find a
is
bit
very
of the last
shallow.
corner, yeah. It's another very nice, smooth run.
Yeah, it just was nice. It was lovely.
It's a spiffing
drifting. Splendid drifting.
Splendid drifting. Yeah, that's a nice.
That was the only bit of a drop there, and then Archie just got the proximity.
Yeah,
to the corner.
it was a really nice transition. If he'd just done it 2 meters earlier, it would have been absolutely perfect.
Definitely would have been going for one more time.
Yeah, Archie just doesn't make that same mistake behind Josh, does he? They come round.
Maybe Archie's a robot.
He might be.
Yeah. Could be.
Could be. We'll wait the judge's decision. And Archie Harmer takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that is Josh Moore ducking out of the Funk Motorsport Rotate. Now we will have a battle of the Titans.
David versus Goliath.
Tom Van Beek versus Dan Tyler. Oh, this is an exciting battle to watch.
Definitely, if you're in Three Sisters right now, I'd just take out your phone, just in case. Just don't know what's going to happen here. So as they get sent off the line, it's Tom Van Beek to lead, Dan Tyler to chase. Dan is not giving him any room because he knows how fast that MX-5 is.
Look at that! Oh, that was a lovely
on.
entry from Tom Van Beek.
As we see Dan Tyler sticking with him out wide through clip 2. Yeah, gives him the room for the transition. Watch this snap back real quick. The way Tom does it in the MX-5 is lovely to watch. Dan makes the dive coming into the final corner. He's pushing, he's there. See,
yeah, Dan
Mike, how forward. But then, I don't know what's going on with that MX-5. It's just...
He's so fast.
It's like he just selects another gear and it's like, yeah, we'll just take off now.
Yeah.
It's grand.
Even Dan Tyler's struggling to keep up with him. And
Dan Tyler's fast.
And very good in the chase position as well. So, let's swap him around. We see Tom Van Beek in the chase position. Will Dan Tyler drive away from him now? Because I think he still does have a bit of pace on the little MX-5. But some of those transitions we've seen from Tom, some of those dives. This would be too tough. Too tough to make a decision, I think. We'll just have to watch it play out.
We're going to watch it play out. Or the judge's bar might come up and tell us.
Maybe.
No, we're watching it play out.
We're watching it play out. So Dan Tyler to lead, Tom Van Beek in the chase position. Dan Tyler, big flick entry. Tom Van Beek, a bit of a diving on the foot brake there to get himself nice and settled behind Dan Tyler. Oh, dropping wheels. Ever so slightly. And then we see this transition. There we go, the dive. Onto the rear quarter of Dan Tyler's car, but a little bit of separation now and a little bit of sloppiness from Tom Van Beek. Finds himself in the middle of the track, not where he wants to be. Dan Tyler, a nice wide smoky line over the line. And
we just see a few little errors there from Tom.
Yeah,
he got caught up a little bit in the chase position, which is a small bit uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah, and he just had a few wiggles there as well, didn't he? Look, Tom.
Watch here, he just gone.
It is very fast.
Dan Tyler is just sitting there watching the MX-5 drive away from him.
Yeah, he was in sort of the middle of the track, wasn't he? And then, I mean, he got the clipping points, but
it was like C lines.
Yeah, Dan Tyler was on a much wider line at the same point as they come over.
So as we await our power bar and our results.
So it is confirmed. Dan Tyler takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that is the end of the day for Tom Van Beek.
Yeah,
it was a close one.
It was a very close one.
Can we have judges?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Can we hear from the judges, please?
I'll see if I can do this a bit better this time.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jet.
So, all in all, it was a pretty balanced battle. There wasn't a great deal in it. I think in the end it came down to the mistakes that Van Beek made in the chase position between 6 and 7. If it hadn't have been for that, it would have been a one more time.
Okay, so we have it from the judges.
So we're moving on now to our final 4, Mike.
So we're going to the top 4. We've got a tiny bit of a break. So earlier on this morning, Michelle was speaking to Eric Ladney.
So Eric, you're looking on fire out there today. You're looking very consistent. Can I assume you and the car are enjoying Three Sisters?
Drifting is my life. any drifting, I'm a very enjoy it. I love my Sora. I don't want to change the car, and it's too big, too heavy. Just I got so much enjoy it and the drifting and the event like that.
It seems to keep up well with other drivers, though. So it just seems like like you say, you're just enjoying it, you're having fun, and that's the best way to really be, because it means that you're just relaxed, you're calm, you're consistent. Where do you think you can finish today?
Yeah, that's true. I'm always enjoying. I doesn't have the stress, and because I like what I do, and sometimes it's come wrong, sometimes it's very good, which is
And who would you say you'd love the chance to maybe battle with here? Have you got like a favourite driver of yours you think, I'd like to go up against him or her?
In here is the good driver is James Bin Bacon. That is very good. I like his drivers, and it's many drivers. It's fantastic, and it's know how to do it and how to drifting. And I can't separate who is better, who is good, who is not. People their drivers is very good.
The driving standards is incredible. We were just saying Pro 2 drivers, they're driving as well as the pros now, so it's big competition. But best of luck for this weekend.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Drifting can be the most demanding motorsport in the world. My name is Jun Ming. The high RPMs required to keep my tires spinning and rubber burning are brutal on engine oil. That's why Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer was formulated for performance on the track and the highway. Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer keeps my power on for split-second decisions, making every shift and turn count. When it comes to my engine and engine oil, I give it every advantage with Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer.
We are Funk Motorsport, your heat management specialists. Based in the UK, we strive for perfection, developing thermal products trusted by professional race teams and drivers worldwide. performance, protection, reliability.
As a professional drifter, my results depend on numbers. And making all this add up is one product, Lucas Octane Booster. It delivers 3 times the boost and promotes a clean fuel burn that keeps my tires smoking through every turn, which even off the racetrack can be difficult not to do. Depend on Lucas Octane Booster.
Link ECU produce standalone engine management technology with a range of products that allow you to unleash the power of your engine. Acting as your car's brain, our ECUs control electronic fuel injection and ignition. A magnitude of sensor inputs and outputs ensure your engine exceeds your expectations. Built-in safety features guarantee engine protection, and data logs keep you informed on its performance. Smoke your tires and not your engine with a world-leading Link ECU.
Tarmac Sports.
Are back for the final 4.
And what an exciting final 4 it's going to be, Mike.
It is.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit antsy here now.
Yeah,
we actually have a side bet on as well.
We do have a side bet on the first 3 places. Winner gets a pint.
Winner gets a pint tonight.
We haven't actually found somewhere that serves pints yet, so
no, we got a bottle. I like bottles.
Anyway, we digress. So we have up next our first battle in the top 4 is Dan Tyler versus Arunus and Namantis. This is going to be...
Arunus just proves it. Like, he qualified in 32nd position.
Yep. And now he
snuck out the top qualifier straight away.
Now here he is in the top 4.
Yeah, and he's going to get 2 chances to fight for a podium. Yeah. This is why I love drifting, man. It's class. This is class.
Well, that's why we're here, Mike.
That's why we're here.
Okay,
for them to warm the tyres.
He's not going to get dirt on his tyres this time. He's just going to keep him in the tarmac. Learned from the last time.
He was also listening.
I like to see people learn.
Yeah, every day's a school day.
Right, Dan Tyler to lead. Arunus in the chase position. It's for a place on the podium in the final. Dan Tyler to lead. Arunus to chase. A nice big flick from Dan Tyler. Arunus just giving him a little bit of room to manoeuvre. I think he's going to make a dive in a second. Quite close to the back of Dan Tyler's car. Dan Tyler, a little bit of a shallow line. Arunus has completely shut the car down. He was straight behind Dan Tyler round that corner. Dan Tyler now round the last corner. Arunus not really having any answers for Dan Tyler's pace. Maybe a problem with Arunus's car because it's uncharacteristically slow. And Dan Tyler drives away across the line. Arunus just about gaining some proximity at the end.
Yeah, I think maybe Arunus misshifted there through 2 and 3. Because, well, it was definitely in the straight because he didn't break the car. The car worked fine for the last corner.
Yeah.
So,
but halfway round,
yeah,
corner 2 as well, he was straight.
Yeah. Maybe so. Maybe he's just rattled. Dan Tyler's an intimidating guy.
I don't think Arunus gets rattled.
No,
you imagine Arunus getting rattled? No, I don't.
Don't even tell him I said that.
That's not a thing.
Me.
Right, let's swap him around. Arunus to chase Dan Tyler. Sorry, Arunus to lead Dan Tyler in the chase position.
Dan Tyler is just looking so strong.
Very, very strong. Has done all year.
He just seems to be getting stronger as well. Like.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Like you heard him in the VT at the start.
He's a happy man as well. You go see him in the pits and he's like, yeah, this is great.
We'll win the championship.
All right, Arunus, yeah, on a nice line from Arunus and plenty of smoke. Definitely lots of power, but Dan Tyler making a big dive on the side of Arunus's car. Arunus really on a nice lead. Dan Tyler taking advantage. He's going to make another dive now onto the record. He does! Oh, so close. Just gives him enough time to manoeuvre. Is he going to make another dive onto the side of Arunus's car as they come around the last corner? He's getting a little bit lost in smoke. Arunus driving away now from Dan Tyler as they cross the line.
Wow. How did Dan Tyler not hit him after clip 4? Like, it just... so close. He like stopped
boggles the mind, Mike. It boggles the mind.
My mind is on the floor. Okay, there's not much to pick up, but I got to pick it up.
So yeah, look, Dan Tyler, Arunus straight, completely straight. So a big mistake there.
So yeah, as we see, watch Dan here now. Lovely chase there, like, but then isn't the straight and happen around here, or is it after this corner?
I don't think there is.
How did he not collide there with him?
That's magic.
It is
pure magic.
It's witchcraft. That's not magic.
Pure magic. Burn him at the stake after this. This is not possible.
He is inhuman.
Right. And then we await the results to see who goes into the final. And the winner is Dan Tyler, ladies and gentlemen. He goes into the final.
Arunus gets a second chance to fight for third place.
Yes, and Arunus goes into third and fourth to fight for third and fourth position. So we know Dan Tyler is first or second. Wow.
So all day we've been saying how Justin is like ridiculously fast, and we didn't know who was going to stop him.
Yeah.
But we've also been saying how Archie is so consistent.
Yeah.
And just running through everyone. So I am excited to see what's going to happen here.
I am very excited. Young Archie Harmer as well. Oh.
Crazy Drift Kid. It's actually his set of course name as well.
I like it. I don't have an Assetto course.
I'm not down with the cool kids.
Just have fun.
Sorry, I'll hook you.
Okay. Right, so I have Justina Norcos to lead. Archie Harmer, 2 E36 BMWs, a very big difference in power and setup. Justina Norcos laying down the smoke. Look, Archie Harmer playing the clever game, just a little bit shallow behind him, trying to keep the wheels as close to grip as possible to get as much momentum. Cuts the track a little bit. He's allowed to do that. It's close enough to Justina Norcos. Archie Harmer really bringing the fight to Justina's. Wow. How was a car with that little power keeping up with Justina's? Justina's driving away now as they come over the edge of the line, but a valiant effort from Archie Harmer.
Archie Harmer, like, he's just every battly impressive.
He's just
so damn good.
Yeah.
He's just too good.
Someone give that man more power.
Yeah.
Someone give him more power.
Not before the next run, though.
Just shovel some more in
Shovel
there.
some more. Yeah.
Right, let's get him lined up. Archie Harmer in the lead position. Justina Norcos is going to have to do a pretty fine job.
It's going to be all pressure on Justina's, but whether it's an advantage or a disadvantage to Archie being such a consistent driver, but that's a consistent lead, and you know yourself, you can't have a good chase without a good lead, Mike.
That is very true. Let's see what Justina Norcos does.
Oh, big flick incoming. Nice.
Yeah,
nice initiation from Archie. Justin is leaving him a little bit of room, but he's not letting him get too far ahead. Archie, look, on that perfect line yet again. Comes through, snaps, gets clip 3. Justinus is just sitting there with him, not letting him get away. But what a lead run from Archie. Final transition out on the wide line. Exactly what the judges asked. It's what he was doing in qualifying. It's what he's doing here in the semi-final. This is just so.
Oh, look how
brightly
close
done,
Justina is as it comes. They come across the line. Justina's knocking on the side. Knocking on the side of Archie Armstrong. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I know you're little, but I'm still here.
Just so you know, I'm beside you.
Right. I don't know if I want to call that one.
I don't want to call that one because I don't think either of them did anything huge wrong. So I think this will go to review.
I think possibly. I don't know.
Like, did Justina's play too safe? I mean, obviously not at the end.
Yeah.
But for most of the run, I know it was the same proximity the whole way along. But maybe he might have played that a little bit too safe.
Maybe. We shall soon find out. As we get the results. Oh, Justina Norcos got a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, they're having a good think about this one.
Yeah, they definitely will. That power bar says Justina has a little bit of an advantage, but they can make a final decision. They'll be chatting about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important now.
Oh, yeah.
Very important now.
They're all important.
They're all important.
Everyone's important.
These are importanter now.
Important.
Come on, judges, make a decision.
Okay, we know it's important, but come on.
Just keeping us at 10
If
hooks
two of them
now.
have an idea what they want to do. There we go.
And there you go, it's confirmed. Justina Norcos
takes the win
and proceeds into the final.
I definitely want to hear what the judges have to say on that one.
Yes, please.
Please, judges. We need to know.
Right, guys, that was an excellent battle from both parts. When we went back through and compared lead to lead, they both had excellent leads. The only difference we could find was the proximity and aggression that Norcos brought at the very end between 7 and 8, and we deemed that as just enough to give him the win.
There you have it, Mike.
There we go. Was that proximity just at the end?
Just that last little bit. So, yeah, but well done to Archie, and I'm sure we'll see Archie back against Arunus in the 3rd and 4th place playoff next.
We will indeed. When are you going to get them lined up? So Michelle caught up with Justina Norcos earlier.
So Justina's absolutely on fire this weekend, and to see you do so well in qualifying, so you qualified 2nd, is great considering you had some car issues, right?
Yeah, I had quite a few. Well, major one was when we broke front chassis. We ripped the mount from a chassis. We was going to pack up and go home, but Josh King jumped in with his welder, helped to get all that sorted. Then the tracking, about right, and here we go.
That sounds good. So considering you had so many big issues, a big job obviously on the car yesterday, to come out and perform like that in a car that you're saying the alignment's all right is a great achievement. So you must be feeling confident for the battles.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Try to go forward the podium. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, it is a very tight track out there, especially when it's going to come to twinning. Do you think you're going to have difficulties there, or are you like, no, I'm nailing this today, I'm feeling great?
I'll be all right. Yeah, I'm cool. I like the track. I like the layout. Feel quite confident, so hopefully.
We'll get there. I know you're trying to be modest, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get on that podium today. So best of luck, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
I believe he'll get there too, Mike.
Yeah, I like that attitude. Yeah. I'll be all right.
I'll be all right.
I'll be all right.
Well, that was like earlier on.
Yeah, that
you know what I mean?
That was.
If that interview was happening now, I'd be like, yeah, you can be like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to a final. But when you're saying that after qualifying, you're confident.
A man of that much confidence.
Confidence key. So as we just wait to get some cars on the line.
Yep, we have
Arunus versus Archie first.
So Michelle has also spoken to our other person in the final, Dan Tyler, today.
So Dan Tyler, what a season for you so far. You're 1st in Pro 2, but let's not forget you're also 8th in Pro at the moment. How are you finding this weekend so far?
It's going all right at the minute. I've not had much luck at Three Sisters in the past. I'm getting on with the track so far, but we'll have to see how it goes.
I love that you're so modest. Come on, I've got high hopes for you this weekend. A lot of people are finding the track quite difficult because actually it's very fast into then quite a tight technical corner. So people are finding it hard to balance the tyre pressures to match both corners. How's that going for you?
Well, I'm finding if I put too much grip in it, I'm all right at the first section of the track. But then coming around Luna, I struggle with the grip. But if I put too much I don't put enough grip in the car, I lose grip at the beginning half of the section, but then I'm fine at Luna. But we're trying to find the right setup, but hopefully we'll get there in the end.
And who would you say this weekend you'd love the chance to battle? Is there a driver yet you've not had a chance with, or someone that you think, no, I deserve a rebattle on that one?
I'd like to go against Stu again. I think he's second in the standings as well, so I'd like to go against him to try and beat him this time.
So I'm confident we're going to see you on the podium for Pro 2 this weekend, but do you think you'll also be back in with the pros on Sunday?
I'd like to think so. I really want to do it this weekend because there's a lot of good drivers in the pro grid, so I would love to drive with some of them.
There's a lot of big names, and I've seen you up against a lot of big names already, so I'm sure the battles will be exciting. So best of luck. Can't wait to see how you do.
Thank you.
Mike, it's like these drivers could predict the future. Like, you know, Dan Tyler saying, I'd love to drive with some of the pros tomorrow. Well, you are driving with the pros tomorrow.
You definitely are doing that, Dan. You
completed it, mate.
Completed it. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
They've got so much confidence, and obviously confidence is key because they're where they say they're going to be.
Yeah.
So it's great to watch.
Maybe we should stop being so humble. Maybe tell people we are the best commentators in the world.
Yeah. We say it enough.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be
people
true.
to believe it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, we're just waiting on Archie to make his way to the grid area.
Yeah, Archie,
it's always the bit that slows down, you know. We're getting, it's so intense the drifting, but we have to let them change tyres and fuel the cars.
They've got to have new tyres, especially for third and fourth position.
Well, Archie must be on the way for warming up the first car.
Either that or Arunus has got excited.
Yeah,
which is.
Yeah. So
go Archie Harmer M50 turbo versus S54 M3 turbo. So both BMW turbo engines. One's got 800 horsepower, one's got 420 horsepower. So Trias versus Extreme tyres. And I think the biggest difference is the amount of hair.
Yeah, like Archie's fringe is just on point this weekend. Like, maybe that's consistency.
That's quite the fringe. I mean, I'm jealous, I think.
I know. Like, you have some luscious locks, as I've already pointed out, Mike, but Archie isn't far behind you.
Yeah. There we go, Archie Harmer now warming his tyres up and lining up for the third and fourth place battle.
He nearly reverses over our cameraman.
Yeah, don't kill the cameraman, please.
We've another day, Archie, we need him.
And we did another burnout. Getting himself into position. Have we got a problem?
Don't like the way we... no, don't tell me.
Come on.
He didn't just...
Oh, he did.
No.
He just broke a drive shaft.
No.
Oh,
God. That's not fair.
That is not fair.
That's... this is the downfall of drifting in cars. We put them under so much pressure all day long, and now, the last battle of the day, it looks like the shaft is after breaking in Archie's car. Please, Cole, get set in, so...
I think it is. Well, I saw one.
I see one wheel spin and the other one didn't.
It is so.
Unless he's an open diff.
I highly doubt he's
yeah. Why would he change it in between runs?
Are they going to try and do a 5-minute rule?
5-minute shaft, man. That's so much effort.
And on a BMW as well.
You need all the tools laid out.
So
3
many
lads
bolts
to know exactly what they're doing. 4 guns and
you know that shaft is going to be stuck in the hub. You know it is. You know it is.
Grease your shafts.
You know what we need, Mike?
What do we need?
John Shanahan to the pit.
Yes, John Shanahan
all weekends
is in the
for
pit.
John Shanahan to be in the pits.
John Shanahan,
this is the weekend.
Yes, John Shanahan is in the pit. So John, please, can you change the shaft real quick?
Yeah. I actually seen John weld the hub within a 5-minute rule before in Ireland, and it was like the craziest thing ever. Now I don't know how strong the hub was afterwards, but it held together for the run, so that's all that matters.
So Archie Harmer has called a 5-minute rule, and whilst we're waiting for that, Michelle did speak to him earlier.
Speak to Archie.
So Archie, what an incredible performance so far today. 3rd qualifier, you must be over the moon with that.
I'm honestly over the moon. The first one we just put in a decent score, 83.33. I just sent so much more angles, so much more flair in it, and it didn't come off down there, but everywhere else was apparently spot on, so I'm over the moon and I can't wait for battles.
You've been looking really, really smooth and really consistent, so it's great to see. Are you struggling with too much grip out there today, or has it been all right for you?
The first lap we ripped the shaft out, so we toned it down a bit. And then, yeah, we've been fine since then, and the car's been on rails, so I couldn't be any more happy than I am.
So your next battle, are you nervous, or are you feeling confident?
I'm never nervous, to be fair. I just know who I've got, And I've always been taught not to be nervous because the outcomes is what's going to happen. So that's how I'll go, and hopefully it'll work in my favour.
Well, I can't wait to see where you end up today. So well done and best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
That's such a good theory. Like, I'm never nervous because whatever happens, happens.
I know. And another driver with extreme amount of confidence as well.
So
getting all the way to the end.
I'm saying these lads are like, you know, predicting the future earlier. But did Michelle predict the future? Because how does she know who to talk to?
That's a very good point.
Very good point.
A very good point.
Some questions to be asked later on. So, as we await Archie to try and repair the car, I'm sure the pits is carnage right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we get...
Is there hardly a camera around the pits so we could have a look and just see?
Yeah, please can we watch what is unfolding in the pits? Is that possible? I don't know whether...
Someone's going to come in our headset and say it's not possible. Stop saying it, lads.
Yes, please be quiet.
We're just pointing out things that we can't do now.
Yes, can confirm that voice in my head did tell me it is not possible, I'm afraid. So we will have to just guess. We'll have to just guess what's happening. What do you think's happened? John Shanahan is on his back.
I'd say they're
right
all
now.
just sitting down. They're having a good discussion about how they're going to take out the shaft, what the action plan for taking out the shaft is.
No, that's not.
No, it's already in.
There's already a shaft in there. I wonder if I can see out the window.
Put up the blind there, Mike, and we'll have a look out.
No.
Oh, wrong side. We're literally looking at the track. So, as we see... The guy's just sitting anxiously there in the pre-grid area.
Yeah.
There's three drivers just sitting there, like, pacing, ready to go.
We can't move on to our next battles either because we have... That's our final. We can't move on to our final.
Yeah.
We have
to have third and fourth.
You have to have
it just doesn't work that way. Yeah.
So, let's hope they
I
get
really
that
hope they do get it. Like, I don't want to see Archie's weekend end here.
Nah, they must have. They must get on it in.
Yeah.
They must get it in there. John.
We're just assuming John's doing it.
Yeah, we're assuming John's doing it. They've probably got their own very good pit team that are doing it themselves. They don't need.
They're well capable.
But just over the years, we've just seen it happen so many times.
We're after sending half the bank down to help, and they already have a team down there. They don't need help, like.
We're just automatically. It's our go-to.
Yeah. But see, that's the joys of drifting, you know. Even though everyone's here competing against each other, once it comes to scenarios like this, everyone just helps everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be surprised that if Arunus' team aren't over there making sure Archie can get back out, like, because no one wants to win like this. No one wants to win like this.
So many times I've seen that happen in the pits that just see everyone collaborating in together.
I didn't hear anything, but I'm looking at a screen and I'm reading body language. So if they're calling out our two cars for the final, it means one or two things, Mike.
But are they just
I'm hoping they're bringing them out to the grid.
They're just taking them to grid them up. They're just
yeah. That's it. Positive thinking. Look at the dirt and the drops out the back there.
I have to confirm, unfortunately,
that voice in your head needs to stop talking, Mike.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, Archie Harmer has retired from competition today, and this is not the way we wanted to see this go down. But unfortunately, that has happened.
Well,
so, I mean, a good effort, but those BMW shafts are a pig to get out anyway.
I'd say to be an hour doing it this evening to have them ready for tomorrow. But the most important thing is he had a good day, you know. Okay, the car let him down, but as a driver, that's a good thing because you didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Do you know that sort of way? So I really hope Archie gets a good day at it again tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll see some very exciting runs.
I definitely think we will. Right. So let's move on to our final battle. Justina Norcos versus Dan Tyler. So far, my bet's planning out. And I've got a pint
I'm just going to play it there. I had Archie for third in my one, so when that shaft broke, my dream ended.
Your dream of
my
one
dream,
pint.
My dream of that 1 point for Mike Walden.
Right. Both drivers are ready. Justina Norcos to lead. Dan Tyler to chase for the final of Pro 2 here at the Worcester British Drift Championship. And they enter both cars. Not as big an entry as I'd hoped from Justina Norcos, but Dan Tyler taking advantage. Takes a dive on the side of Justina Norcos' car. Justina's really letting the hammer down, but Dan Tyler right on his tail. He cuts the track massively to get on the side onto the rear quarter of Justina Norcos' car. Justina's in a very wide line, dropping wheels, but Dan Tyler is right up with him. Can he keep with him as they go over the line? Look at this!
He can!
Just about keeps with him as they go over the line.
Wow. What, like... what do you say? Do you know what? Did we just see a rattle Dan Tyler there? Because he dropped the wheel at clip 3 and missed 4 completely.
He did.
Very shallow.
But then Justinus Norcos was all off. He was off the track for a very long period of time.
Down at Lunar, I think he just like covered all of Kevin Quinn's truck in stones and muck there. He just ran straight by it on the grass.
Right, let's swap him around.
Switch them around now.
Let's go. Let's swap him around. Dan Tyler to lead. Justinus Norcos into the chase positioning.
So we wait the signal from the tower for the last run, or possibly the last run of the day, Mike. Could go one more time.
Yeah, we do not know yet. There we go, off we go. Dan Tyler to lead. Justinus Norcos to chase. They come rattling down that straight. Look, a big flick entry from Dan Tyler now. Justinus Norcos trying to tag onto the rear quarter. It's a little bit, give him a little bit of room. Oh, a big over rotation from Justinus Norcos. Finds himself in completely the wrong part of the track. Now it's Dan Tyler on a decent lead line. Justinus Norcos manages to tuck back up in, but he made a huge mistake earlier there. Can he make a dive now onto the side of Dan Tyler? He's come around the final corner. Dan Tyler, lovely wide. Justinus Norcos knocking on the rear quarter as they contact. They come round the final corner. They go. Look how close they are.
Sisters, make some noise for the final. Like, did you? Oh, brilliant! That just shows the never give up attitude. Most drivers could have been taking what happened in the chase position, just seeing us there, but he was like, "Nah, I'm just going to stick it on his door."
Yeah,
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
That was, absolutely phenomenal. Look at this as well. Dan Tyler making a dive on the side of Justinus Norcos as they came around that corner. just and look at the dive from Justinus, but he over-rotated. I mean, if
he knew who he was up against.
And if he'd have made that dive, that would have been absolutely spectacular. But look how close he is.
Just a little
to the
nudge
side
on there.
of Dan Tyler's car as they come over the line. Wow,
so the question is,
exciting stuff. But we will not find out the result of this battle here. We're going to wait till we have a podium.
Deadly.
So, we need to get the podium ready and the cars over to the podium. So we can announce. We already know who's in third position.
But ladies and gentlemen, while we were waiting, I'd like you all to just give a big round of applause for all the BDC staff this weekend. The track team, the tower, the judges, the commentary, of course, Mike. Like, they've just put on a brilliant performance, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a massive amount of effort that goes into putting on this show every single time, and all of the staff put in an incredible amount of effort.
Like, you don't just turn up and these events are together, you know?
Yeah, it's not, there's lots of things to do.
Thursday at 12 o'clock, this was just a go-kart track. Yeah.
So, let's get them lined up. Are we doing the podium?
So Mike, we have a result, so we are going to the podium.
Excellent, good stuff. We have a result. Lovely. And we will find out what that result is shortly, because even we don't know. So we'll wait for them to set up first, third, second and first place.
What? It's been a very good day, hasn't it, here?
It's been a spectacular day. Pro 2.
Pro 2
only.
Bringing it.
Yeah, loads of close battles. So, tomorrow.
And all them pro boys that are standing back watching today, you know, better bring your A game. Yeah. You've got a tough show to follow.
Definitely, because these guys are going to be in it.
And these guys have done some serious extra laps of the track.
Yeah. Right, we just wait to get the final bits ready.
So, as we see, our 3 drivers there are just going through, figuring out what happened, what didn't happen. Unfortunately, we didn't get our third and fourth with Archie breaking the shaft. I think we were robbed of a good battle there.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll get it again. Still another round. What's been your highlight today?
I think that last battle.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that last battle, Justinus Norcos. I don't know. It's the excitement of it being the final. Justinus was so close around the last corner. It was.
I was just going to say Justinus in general. Like, I think everything he's done today has just been unbelievable. For a guy that pulled the subframe out of chassis on Friday, and we were like, that needs to be reshelled.
Yeah.
He's here in the final today, like.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely magnificent.
No. So, as we still wait to get our podium on track. They should get like a podium on a car and it just drives out.
I think the podium is on the track next to the cars, but we can't see it. It's
Oh,
not in frame.
This is not in frame. This is back today. We're just stuck looking at what we're looking at. Turns out it's the drivers, which is fine. They seem to be waving at us as well.
Well, just wait for all the staff to get into place to give the results. Well, it's tentative, isn't it?
Yeah, no, yeah. And everyone's sitting there anxiously waiting. But they don't know we have a piece of paper in front of us that maybe might say who's won this.
This is the only time we have more information than other people. Yeah. Literally all of the other times we have less
All the
information.
power is right here in our hands, Mike.
Okay, so
it looks like we're just about ready to go with our podium ceremony.
We just need some confirmation. I can see camera people hurriedly getting into position.
Yeah. The media, they're kind of like insects. They all just like scatter around the place and then
Come
like
on.
gather together at the end.
Get into place, everybody. We shall do some announcing. Hopefully. Very short.
That's the plan, yeah.
That's the plan, is to do some announcing very shortly.
It's like the first time we're just sitting here. We want to do it. Like, come on.
Yeah,
They won't let
I'm
us.
itching.
Yeah.
I'm itching. Just come on. Let us go. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Oh, you're just
I'm
making an
gonna go ahead
executive
and do it.
decision here.
No one's telling me whether I can or not or can't do so.
But they're not saying don't do it.
Look, in life, I find it's far easier to seek forgiveness than it is permission. So I'm just going to do it
I had
anyway.
that tattooed on my back, Mike.
Right. First off, we have the judge's choice for the day. And judge's choice is someone who they thought drove absolutely spectacular. And the person getting this award today is Tom Van Beek, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to look happy about it. Come on.
Come on, Tom.
It's a good achievement.
Yeah, there we go, Tom.
There we go.
We're cheering you on all day, okay?
And in third place, we have Arunus Namantis! He takes the third position on the podium. And in second position, we have Justina Norcos! And that means there's only one place left to fill. First place today for Pro 2 goes to Dan Tyler, everyone! Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for these three drivers.
Wow, what a weekend, Mike.
That's absolutely fantastic, and it's only Saturday. We have got tomorrow to go, but from us here in the commentary tower, it's a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Drifting can be the most demanding motorsport in the world. My name is June Lane. The high RPMs required to keep my tires spinning and rubber burning are brutal on engine oil. That's why Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer was formulated for performance on the track and the highway. Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer keeps my power on for split-second decisions, making every shift and turn count. When it comes to my engine and engine oil, I give it every advantage with Lucas Synthetic Oil Stabilizer.
We are Funk Motorsport, your heat management specialists. Based in the UK, we strive for perfection, developing thermal products trusted by professional race teams and drivers worldwide. Performance, protection, reliability.
a professional drifter, my results depend on numbers. And making all this add up is one product, Lucas Octane Booster. It delivers 3 times the boost and promotes a clean fuel burn that keeps my tires smoking through every turn, which even off the racetrack can be difficult not to do. Depend on Lucas Octane Booster.
Link ECU produce standalone engine management technology with a range of products that allow you to unleash the power of your engine. Acting as your car's brain, our ECUs control electronic fuel injection and ignition. A magnitude of sensor inputs and outputs ensure your engine exceeds your expectations. Built-in safety features guarantee engine protection, and data logs keep you informed on its performance. Smoke your tyres and not your engine with a world-leading Link ECU.
Tarmac Sports.